Good evening, one and all. It's Friday, but it is, of course, the Friday on the approach to Christmas, so today we're having ourselves a bit of good old Warframe. Hello and welcome, one and all. How are we doing today? It's 23rd. The next stream would have been on Sunday, but that is obviously Christmas Sunday, so I will not be streaming on Sunday, in case anyone has somehow still missed that notification, which is why we're doing Warframe today instead of something completely different. So yes, hope everyone is doing well on this, I suppose you can call it Christmas Eve, but I'm actually quite partial to what I've come across somewhere of calling it Christmas Adam, because Adam came just before Eve. So cheers on that. Questionable is getting himself to 2035. Well, that's a bye-bye. That is a bye-bye right there. Cool. And Cock, thank you very much to hydrate. There we are then. But welcome in everybody. How are you all doing today? Hopefully by now you should have your Christmas shopping sorted out, if you are indeed doing Christmas shopping. I know it's not everyone, but I'm hoping that you've all got it sorted out by now, because if there is anything you have got left to purchase for Christmas on Christmas Eve, you are actually a Muppet. I'm back from that one. You are actually a Muppet. So hopefully everyone here has got that sorted out and isn't about to go blasting through retail on the last day, which is always an absolute pain in the ass. Don't do that. Just avoid that plague, please, because it might actually start another plague, and we've had enough of those for one lifetime. We really have. But in any case, merry days before Christmas to all of y'all, and let's get on with the day. Now, of course, we're going to get cracking on with the usual crucial. We'll start off with the day's sortie, and after that, I'm thinking relic cracking. You know, they are Warframe's presents, so we'll be jumping in to some relic cracking. Well, let's have a look then. What have we got in the sortie, and then who wants to actually join in? We have got a sabotage with energy reduction. We have a rescue with enemy physical enhancement. We have that guy that can shut up, thank you. And then we have a mobile defense with augmented enemy shields. This is all plenty easy to do. I see that Zom has already requested levels for the first mission, which works just fine with that right there. But let's see, we got a few people asking to join. We got Korokop, we got Zom, we've got Aegir, we got Cephalon Rage, we've got Derzak. That's a few people looking to join in there. So you know what? I'm actually going to mix this up with the names I recognize the least, because oh, yeah, didn't need that overlay. Because, to be quite honest with you, we see Zom and Korokop all the time. We see Cephalon Rage all the time. I don't recognise Aegir. I'll be quite honest, I do not recognise that as a frequent name. You may have been here before now, but I just don't. And Derzak, yeah, I don't think I've ever been in a squad with you either, so come on in. I don't think I've ever been in a squad with you yourself either. That leaves one more space, which either goes to one of the regulars, or it goes to a sick person who sends me a message. We'll see what happens in just a moment on that, whilst I double check to make sure my loadout is in a good spot. I love the two worlds that we're getting here. Both Cephalon Rage and Zom saying, yeah, that's fair. Korokop calls it rigged. Man really likes dying on stream. We've got Levan Railjet gun, but it was the Glazio. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Gorilla looking to get some more Venki Rad shares in. I mean, if I can't promise anything, you know, my void traces are looking a little bit hurt at the moment. I have 18. So that is also part of why I'd like to open up some relics, is that I would like to get that number a little tiny bit higher again. So, you know, I'm going to work on that. I got a message here from Chocodika as well. You're also another regular, but crossplay has been around less than not crossplay, so you win. On that singular basis alone, you win. Come on in. Alright, yeah, Fullman, Zerv, Glaive, yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I still find it crazy with Oniru, by the way. Anyone who's somehow missed this, the Oniru ability to strip shields works on the treasurers, even on the steel path. So when a treasurer spawns, loads of weapons can struggle to get through his insane amount of shields. Yeah, slap him with Oniru and that's it, he's done. No shields are left. You just go through those final health points, which are really not that many. It's a little bit ridiculous. Like, wow. Oniru for the win, eh? Anyway, sabotage, energy reduction. Let's get doing. Let's get doing on this.
Precision, prestige, The pinnacle.
Like I was saying, also got Grendel and Varuna today. Wants to test them. Fair dude. Go ahead and test them. I think I know where you might find a couple builds of Varuna. Just an idea. Any advice for Varuna Exilus? Prime Footer is both air and expensive. Yeah, no, don't do Prime Footer. You don't need to do that because you'll be mostly using the status immunity passive if you need to worry about that. So honestly, I'd go for the particle velocity if you're not really into switching loads. Or I'd go into just one of the drift mods. Top up a little bit of extra stats here or there. You could do that.
The reactor is a complex system.
Not really a lot you need to do with the Exilus on her. And Exilus is supposed to just be kind of an accessory slot. It's not supposed to be a, you must use this to finish your build slot. No. Exilus was never meant to be that. Exilus is an additional benefit. The fact that we can get range and strength on there is just because of the drift mods. Normally it is just utility. Pick a utility. The same with Prime Sure-Footed. That mod was never meant to be quite so oppressively useful. It was meant to just deal with the few knockdowns that exist, and those few knockdowns which exist outside of self-knockback have in fact been reduced. Now you can deal with scorpions and other grapples by bullet jumping when they hit you, before they knock you over. So the Exilus can be whatever you damn well please, quite frankly. It really can be just whatever adds in that last little tickle to your build. Why does my Lavos look incredibly fast? Speed lines? When I pick up an energy orb, I leave a red trail behind me, so, you know, literally looks like I have speed lines. That might be it. Please wait for you, not loaded yet? Ah, yep. I'll stop you. I forgot that you have difficulty loading in shorter missions. I'll give you a sec there. I'll wait until I see your health and shields and then I'll move. Hopefully you load in before the ship explodes. That would be a good thing, Choc. Please load in before the ship explodes. We've only got 4 minutes left on that one. I would really like if you were here before we all die. Although I will check for loot whilst we load. There is in fact not loot. Choc, I'm running out of things to do in the mission. Load. There we are. You've got shields. You're being healed. We're good. You've loaded. PS4 not the best for loading? Yeah. I remember when PS4 was a brand new thing. I remember when PS3 was a brand new thing. Keep going back, actually, if we keep doing that. But still, it's kind of crazy to me that a PlayStation 4 can be considered not really that good for loading. Like, ow. Well, just keeps on moving, doesn't it? Well, just keeps on moving. Zurzok's on the Switch? Well, there we go then. Switch officially better than PlayStation. What do you know? Krakens, cheers. Appreciate it. Said it first and only me? Yeah. Well, streamers do say some weird stuff and then some people clip it and take it out of context. That's kind of how it goes, right? Kind of how it goes. Anyway, on the... Sorry, what was that? Why are you both on that side? You both park... All three of you parking in just one tiny little spot over there, like... Is it cold out tonight? Are huddling together a little bit of warmth? Pretty sure this is not the safe way to park your ships, you know? Fairly certain they're almost going to clip into each other if you keep that up. There's, you know... There's a whole lot more space you can use. Anyway, that aside, we got the rescue enemy physical enhancement. Now, Mannequin did request a Harrow for this. I don't know what a Harrow is going to be good for on a rescue, but okay, yeah, let's do it. Do we have a fourth person for the sortie yet? Yeah, we do, yeah. Right there. We had them for the entire mission. Well, they struggled to load, but yeah. You forgot you can just look in the top left? Well, I mean, you know, it's kind of hard to notice that there are 4 people, because one of them doesn't match in with the others, and we don't usually make a big deal over that, but, you know, they've made their choice. They've made their choice, and we just accept that choice. To each their own, you know. Does that sound clear? There's not enough space in space? I mean, you say that. For ships, sure, there's plenty of space, but space is both big and small at the same time. And the more I learn about how small space is, the more concerning it actually gets, I'll be quite honest with you. Don't want to give anyone any feelings of existential dread, which will happen if you look into the same stuff I have, but space is actually really small, whilst also being impossibly and unfathomably large. And both of those things were a problem. It's, who needs sci-fi when you got that nightmare fuel, you know? Anyway, let's go rescue someone, you know? Let's end at least one nightmare. Get this person safely back into Tenno hands, because the Tenno never hurt anyone they were friends with. Totes.
Rescue the hostage before it finishes.
And now, betrayers, for something completely
Alright, we're on location.
The hostage is almost out of time.
Give everyone a bit of invulnerability, because that can help you out. That guy just did not want to exist. Nor that one. Alright, quick override, and there's no one in here. You got that one? Yep, Dozak's got that one. I'll just give one a quick bit of invuln again. Hello Vlad, how are you doing today? There we are. We got the R operative. Let's get out of here. They're saying, oh, so we don't want it to get much bigger or much smaller because both of those spell doom. I mean, it depends on exactly where you're measuring from, really.
You have an extra gun?
How much do you find as much? We're all here, but it says we're not all here. Does that? Do you want to take a step forwards? There we go. Thank you. There we go. Hello there, Raptor. How you doing? Ah, it's fine though, Zach. It happens on loads of tiles. The extraction just isn't marked out, and so it's easy to end up in location, but not in location. It's an interesting one. Trying to ask, does anyone here that we all lived together played? If you played it as Octavia, which you weren't, no. And if you play it on your shores, I probably didn't hear that either. I have a lot of things turned off because people can be really damn annoying with it. So music I've got off, Mandicord I've got off, self shores in volume I've got up. I don't see other shores in. Now I think about it. I mean, that might go under music, that might go under Ally Mandicord. That's a good one. I don't actually know on that. I don't know what feature is supposed to handle that music. I mean, this would make sense to an extent, but then why is this separate from... Yeah, it's probably going to be this one. It's probably going to be that one, based on the fact that it's missing and those would relate. You just don't want to hear other people's noises. It's probably that one. If only Octavia was playable without, not just playable, but genuinely fun to play without having to cheese out the music a little bit. That would be nicer. Alright, we're into the mobile defense. That is the request out of the way, so let's have a look then. I'm going to pick... You know, I don't use a lot. Equinox. I'm going to bring Equinox on this one. Make sure this build isn't broken in some way. Okay, what mod is missing and why are you there? There's a V polarity. What would I put on the V anyway? What mod would I usually have here and I'm currently missing it? It would probably be a dash mod because otherwise flow would be there. So what dash mod am I missing? Would it be efficiency? I have got no efficiency on this build, which is concerning. That does make it a lot better. It was probably efficiency. I'm going to assume it was efficiency I was missing on this build. And so we'll roll with that. I mean, use in the past is different to use now, Cosmo. You know that. Alright, mobile defense, let's get cracking. Let's get... Everyone needs a rank 30 Warframe. Jock! You are not mastery rank 30. You can't be doing that stuff. No, no, no. If you want to bring a music gal, you need to level her up first. Switch out. Glyph sorted as well. Nice. They're saying talking large scale, more expansion versus cosmic background radiation means we get closer to heat death. And if it gets smaller, measuring relative to cosmic background radiation, it means big crunch. Even though those are happening for several million years, most be facetious. Yeah, I mean, we don't really understand the mechanisms of the universe. In fact, our best understanding for the Big Bang being the start of the universe, or a continuation thereof, is still so close to a guess, it's not even worth really considering. It fits the data, but then it leads to the question of, wait, but what? So we really don't know what's going to happen to the universe. We have no idea. Absolutely no idea. Also, Addy wanting to switch over to a bit of EDM. Yeah, sure, let's do that. I prefer the synth, but you've chosen EDM. Alright, we got that now? Jaya, good. Let's do this. Oh, hang on. We got... Augmented enemy shields. Oh, wait, no, I shouldn't be bringing Equinox for this. What am I doing? Augmented enemy shields is exactly the wrong time to have an Equinox. That's when you bring a Sarin. There we go, that'll be fine. Default Sarin build, default Sarin build. What could go wrong? Much better. There we are. Choc, are you ready or are you still chatting in Twitch chat? Thank you. Hello, Fuel. Can I help you farm Varuna? That was on Wednesday. On Wednesday I was helping people out with their farms. Today we were opening up relics. And I'm fairly certain there's not going to be a relic fisher over there, so I'm going to have to take a pass on that one, sorry. Hey, on the plus side, Fuel, it's a pretty new farm, so you'll probably be able to find people who can help out on that. Either just generally recruitment chat in a game, in Warframe, or you can check out on the Discord. Pop a note over there if you'd like to join in with people for some Varuna farming. Have that in the background whilst you watch the stream. Easy peasy. Prediction? Oh yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Zeppelin, there. Which reward will we get? Chat. It's a long enough mission, so we got a couple minutes on the prediction there. What reward do you think we're going to get from today's sortie? Is it going to be an NASA sculpture? Is it going to be a ribbon? Is it going to be a booster? Is it going to be something else entirely different? Make your predictions with that lovely blue spanner icon. And if you're right, well, you're getting back a whole lot more, aren't you? Might even get yourselves closer to that postcard. No one's got themselves a postcard for Christmas, but you know, 2023 is just around the corner. New year, new opportunities. Oh, that thing juked me very well there. Now you can probably see why I'm using Sarin here. I mean, if it's not obvious yet, if it's somehow not obvious yet, these guys have augmented shields. But Toxin just kind of don't care. Toxin just kind of don't care. So I can just... Okay, the armored ones survive a little bit better, but for everything else, it's pretty much one or two taps from the Foreman and automatic, and they cease to exist. They cease to exist. What relics do I plan to crack open? Whichever ones I've got that happen to be Radiant might be best, just to, you know, give the most value whilst I can also build up my traces. Because I have 16 Void Traces right now, and I don't need to tell you, that is not a lot. Oh, we're moving. 16 is really not a lot. So, we'll be building that up. I've got a ways to go. Ooh. There we are. Whilst we're at this location, let's bring in the air support. Because, hey, who doesn't want a little bit of extra loot? Is there any extra loot around here? There is not. Well, that was disappointing. Has anyone ever got a postcard? The postcard option is a relatively recent addition. It was added after the previous option that was there, which is a one-time only option, got redeemed through bits. that old option, which was half the price as well. Sorry, no, twice the price, not half the price. Twice the price. Other way around. 500,000 spanners, and that was to remove every single iron sculpture I had in the back room of my orbiter. Completely melt them all down. At the time that was redeemed, that was something like 263 sculptures, I want to say. So, yeah, the postcard is a relatively recent addition since that was claimed and therefore removed. It wasn't Esper who did it. No. It was Quintus. Quintus saw the option there and made a suggestion to me that he could do it instead with bits rather than waiting to get the spanners. I said, well, general ballpark suggestion, if you want to do something with bits rather than spanners, divide it by 10, and that seems fair for most things. It was mostly a case of, yeah, I mean, if you want to, it's there. And so he said, yeah, okay, I'll do that. And did it. Yeah. Esprit and Quinn then conspired on the drones as a replacement. However, that replacement also started lagging out the stream, so we had to kind of put them back in the shelf. We have brain shelved the drones. May the corpus ever be proud. So I'm saying, okay, gotta know, Ken, don't know the last time you used Varama, do the arrows point downwards as they travel? Don't know if they point downwards, but they do arc downwards. Oh, ran out of toxin, let me just reapply that. How much does it do to that? Not a lot, that's good. Teammates are doing a darn good job of defense at the moment, because I am actually struggling to find a couple of things to shoot. We must all be dying somewhere else, which is fine with me. There's a few. I suppose this area is so nice and open. This is a Protea dream right here. Huge open space, nice sight lines. We get a good shot on all the baddies. Can you stop running so weirdly? I'm not good at aiming. Please give easy time. As we say, they now found a home in the Clan Dojo. There's actually some drones that were already in the Clan Dojo. I have not sent any of your drones over to the Clan Dojo. They were already there, those ones. My clan already had the nightclub full of drones. It was just a coincidence you sent even more my way. Hello, Andrew. How you doing? Will I ever make a Warframe tier list? I won't rule it out forever, but it's not something I've looked at doing anytime soon. It's pretty hard to quantify, genuinely, and I don't know how much value it would really be as a video, to be quite honest with you. I don't know how much value it would be. Can you join clans through crossplay yet? No. No, so if you are on PC, you are able to join into my clan, but if you're on PlayStation, Xbox or Switch, then I'm afraid your clan will have to be one of those on your respective platform. You won't be able to join into my clan, and likewise, your clan can't become an ally of mine at this point. What do you look at that? We got a pineapple. Who needs a pear tree when you can get a pineapple, eh? But yeah, the clan I'm in has recently opened its doors, as in I've got hold of the keys to open said doors, so that is nice. Where is it? There we are. Moonlight Bliss. And we have got quite a few spaces, so if you are in an inactive clan, or if you're just tired of being in whatever clan you're in, if you want to join into this one, seems like most people are offline at the moment, but that's how it happens. They'll probably be watching this stream. No, they're actually spending time with their loved ones, aren't they? We're the sick... so the sad people here, just messing around on Warframe this close to Christmas. Yeah. Anyway, the doors are opened on that one. Once again, now I actually have control of the clan, and so if you wanted to join, you're welcome to do so, but you have to be on PC. As we said, would be online, but RuneScape, I mean, on the one hand, fair, on the other hand, pass. On the other hand, absolute pass on that. Anyway, all of that aside, now we're going to get on with cracking open some relics. We're going to get on with cracking open those relics. Let me switch over off the foreman for a bit. I also like using the Amprex, especially when it comes to relic cracking. It's just such an easy weapon to use. So lazy. So easy. So let's see, what void fishes have we got available to ourselves? What we could do to mix things up a bit. Usually I'll go for the faster ones, because it's generally more ideal. However, this time, I'm going to just close off all these tabs here whilst I think about it. Crocodile's giving away their spot, fair enough. This time, I'm thinking we could go for an Endless Fisher. Especially if we go for one of these two really low level ones. Ceres isn't the greatest defense style set, but then neither is Defense Lith, but they're not terrible. Defense on the Void is actually a pretty good pickup. We could do that one. Yeah, if we do defense on the Void, do ourselves a bit of a longer run than we usually do. So, if you want to join in for some Neo Void Defense Fisher action, send me a message in game, the engineer, I'll bring you onto the squad. For that, it is open to crossplay, so all y'all can, including Eliu. There you go. One spot to Eliu. And you know what? I actually make this a little bit more fancy-wancy. I wonder if I bring Mirage. Now this is going to be pushing the boat out just a little bit in terms of style here. If I bring an explosive legitimate Mirage, would that perhaps work out in our favour? I'm also going to bring over Zenrake for energy purposes. Don't know why that had to think for a moment, but okay, there we go. And I'm going to give Carrier a weapon as well, just to again further help out. Oh, I can imagine those. I can absolutely imagine. Double rage popping on in. There we go. You guys bring whatever frames you want to bring into this squad here. I'm going to bring the Mirage. Let's put a little bit of hurt onto this bit of a mission, shall we? And do I have many in the way of Radiant Relics? I have no Radiant Neos. That's unfortunate. Okay then, I guess I'll just... It'd say I could bring the Neo R1 as it is, and it's worth quite a bit. Sure, why not? I mean, it is a vaulted relic, but, you know, who's counting? We don't need to put traces into every relic, it's fine. Raptor also asking for join. Oh, on that note then, in fact, if we cancel out of that, Alega, if I could kindly ask you to drop out the squad then, as you've joined us with the Salty, you've been with us for 3 missions now, so we'll cycle around to Raptor. Alega, thank you very much on doing that, my dude. Appreciate you just popping out. There we are. So now we got a brand new squad. Now we got a full brand new squad. Where's that relic again? The R1 relic. There we go. Can't afford to upgrade it. We're just going to take it. Lovely jubbly. Yo, cheers. No, fair do, Karkop, fair do. Don't burn yourself out. That would be a terrible thing to do. Oh, let's have a look there. Oh yeah, Flow Thoughts. I didn't even notice. Yeah, you were the top gambler on the NASA Sculpture. You gambled 1,260 spanners. I didn't even call out that victory there. Yeah, that gave you quite a bit back. It looks like it would have given you about 6, 7, maybe 8,000 spanners. Okay, looks like we're gonna try doing that again. Whatever the freaking, what was that? Let's just yep. Bug frame. I don't know whether that was a host migration or something even more sinister. I blame Barrow for making the deal with the man in the wall. Yeah, let's go with that. So let's re-invite everyone. We got Ellie, we got Raptor, and we got Cephalon. There we are. Let's try this again, shall we? 3rd time's a charm. Hey, well, there you go, Flow Thoughts. You figured out a way to make it work. Also, thank you as well. If I recall, wasn't it yourself? It was, yes. Thank you very much for the former earlier, by the way. Appreciate it. What if Barrow is Wally? Nah, Barrow is not Wally. Barrow is definitely not Wally. Alright then. So, let's just, let's try that again, shall we? And, we'll bring in Elliot. And we'll bring in Saffron Raid. Given you... You're restarting. Okay, I'm going to assume that that's what it means then. Not... You don't exist, but you're just offline. Okay. That error message could do with some work. Right. Let's bring in Raptor. Do we all have crossplay on? I mean, we should. You wouldn't be able to join the squad if you didn't have crossplay on. This is certainly a little bit interesting. Let's see. Yeah, you are back online again. So we got Cephalon Rage, we got Elio, we are missing a Raptor. We got Raptor, there we go. Alright then. Once again, R1. Relic equipped. Mission load. It's probably for the best, so we're going for a longer mission as a result then, because if this is going to happen on loading into just simple relic fishers, yeah, let's just load only once, you know? Let's just load once. That may do the trick. Alright, so let's see what else we got going on in terms of relics here. We got a Neo C2, Neo C3 Radiant, and then Raptor is bringing... It won't let you select relic. Oh, for the... Okay. We'll just cancel the mission load and we'll start it again. And this time, your game will recognize that there is a mission happening as well as the rest of us. Who's... And I... Either pick it or don't pick it, Raptor. Don't pick it, then unpick it. Ah! Jesus! Things are going bad enough, but at that point, that was you. Ah, excuse me. Okay. We should be good now. We should be good. There we are. How are you? Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. Why does it feel the need to switch host? Why? It constantly does this. Who is it that joins a squad and causes it to steal the host away every single time? Cephalon Rage, is it you? I feel like it's you somehow.
Our position has been compromised.
Yes, you have become host. Cephalon Rage, what is your obsession with stealing the host off me? Why? You did nothing? I'll bloody well tell you did not do nothing. You've gone and taken my bloody host spot. That's what you've gone and done. If it ain't you, it's Penguin. You're always at it. Alright, so we got Mesa just becoming a spinning top of doom. And as they do that, I can now cast this, which hopefully should start doing some explodey bodies. There we go. Oh, that was beautiful. That was absolutely gorgeous. The whole map just exploded. Now, I have to be careful not to do that too much, or we might not get the reactant. Which is the only downside of this game mode, is that we have to be careful to not kill enemies too quickly, which is kind of shit. Yeah. Might be a regional thing. Might be a Warframe being done thing. If we pick who the host is, we want the host to be the host. That's why we pick the host. Because they're the host. It'd be like everyone trying to arrange a party. Like, oh yeah, we're going to go over to Mike's for a party. And on the day of the party, just the government or something steps in and says, yeah, no, so see, 3 of you are actually coming from Eastwood District, so it's better to have the party at John's. Like, but we're going to have the party at Mike's. And no, John's host now. But why? That's how it feels. Keep the party at Mike's. Keep the host the host. Do not let the government tell you who should host your parties. Or in this case, do not let DE tell you. It's just silly. I get it if it was public matchmaking, but then even then it doesn't actually work out the way, because public matchmaking, it goes, well, look, there's this mission already happening. Let's join you in with 300 ping. That happens. Not often, because there are ping limits, but it happens. Yeah. I say that's why I don't like to open Relics of the Void. Don't always see who's single corrupted, who's double corrupted. Yeah. Usually Void cracking isn't too much of a problem because enough of them spawn in corrupted and get corrupted and go through a whole process. That actually seems to be okay. But yeah, it can certainly be a thing. It can certainly be a thing. Alright, bombs go boom. He did not again. There's a bomb right there. Why did he not trigger it? Okay, bomb. Nope, killed by Mesa. Doing well. Bomb? Okay, he did get bombed, and it's a butcher, and it didn't die straight away. I don't think this build has the damage output I was hoping for, which is kind of concerning. Maybe it's just because there's not enough enemy density to keep triggering the bombs enough to kill everyone. Yeah. Build might not have the power I was hoping for. Oh, hey, look at him. Oh, hey, he's gone. Well, that was fun. Kill feed says otherwise on top of kills. Ah, 149. Okay, I didn't see those happening. Fair enough then. Let me just blow up things some more then. Well, there's a few things happening. 154. So I got 5 kills since last checked it. 165. Another 11 kills happened there. Yeah, no, I don't see them happening, but they're happening. It's a shame we don't get the kill feedback like you do with, you know, high power weaponry. You just hear, like with the Amprex, when it cleaves through a group of enemies, and you just hear this god almighty sound of heads splitting open to electric damage.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Just the group explosion you get. Mirage doesn't have that. Mirage kills, and you just kind of like, oh, did we kill them? Yeah. Alright, let's see. What rewards we got here? What have we got? We have got an Anchorage Prime Gauntlet for 13 Platinum. See, this is why you have an overlay. These two people right here, they're thinking, oh yeah, let's go for the silver part. No, you want to go for this one because it's worth so much more. Like, Jesus. Raptor, what are you doing? There we go. I mean, obviously I know that Raptor can't have an overlay to help them. Console person. Anyway. Yeah. There we are, let's bring this around for another go. After one, alright, Dozak, you have a good one. Catch you around. And a Merry Christmas to you. So I can just kind of let some explosions happen for a bit. I'm at 200 kills now, 204, 206, still 206, 211, 220, 221. I still haven't done anything yet this wave. 222. I've gained like 20, 25-ish kills. I've done nothing so far. Let me press 2. There we are. I have contributed. How are we at now? 224. There's not enough enemies to trigger stuff yet. No. We're going to have to wait for the next wave now. So I've so far pressed 2. So far pressed 2. Raptor... They've got overlay already. Like, it shows you the relative rarity of the item. It shows you the ducat value. It shows you if you have that item specifically. So it already has an overlay. They just need to add more information in-game, would be my preference. Let's see, 274 kills. I blinked and missed 50 kills happen. Okay. I pressed one ability and I've gained 50 kills without looking. If anyone ever thinks that Mirage is not a capable frame, they just haven't had the opportunity to really see what she can do. Yeah, I gained 52 kills that way. I'm going to press 2 again. And they're just racking in. There we are, 300. I have pressed 2 3 times. Or was it? No, 2 times. 2 times since I picked the relic, I pressed 2. 2 button presses, over 100 kills. Mirage is good. Mirage is good. Also, yes, I know this flies in the face of any kind of discussion around AoE, weaponry and whatnot, and, I mean, Mirage definitely needs setup for this to work, but also it is absurdly powerful for how little you have to do. It is absurdly powerful. Yeah, things I'd like to see for the UI to improve, for things like relic fissures, would be clearer indications as to vaulted stuff. If it even showed the date things were vaulted, or a last seen date for the vaulted stuff, that'd be great. So people would be like, oh, it's recently vaulted versus, wait, shit, this hasn't been available since before I started playing? Gimme. You know? That'd be a cool distinction to have. More clarity on the owned, mastered, and related items. So, do you have other parts related to this one? Because that's all stuff that's been picked up from Warframe by Frame. The values, I get, is different though. The values are drawn from a third-party application itself, third-party website, which is warframe.market. That's not something that DE would want to tie into necessarily. But yeah, DE could certainly do with improving the UI with more information. Not necessarily overloading the person with information, but an expanded view you can turn on, have a look at, tab into, that kind of stuff. It can do with it. Tharic say, hello, can I ask why the Acolytes are more tanky in squads? Solo mode just get deleted, multi it's tanky as hell. Yeah, that's by design. Same as with the, what's it, the Archon hunts? Because there are more people in the squad, the Acolyte would get absolutely hammered if they had the exact same stats. Because already a solo player can delete an Acolyte, so you imagine 4 people together, they would just well on it. So it is instead overtuned, so that the more people there are in a squad, the much harder the Acolyte becomes to kill. And so now, then you need 4 people carrying their weight, not just 1. Apparently Hiku is the best piece to pick up here. It's all a bit crap, to be quite honest, but we'll take the Hiku. So yeah, it's just by design, Tharic. To stop 4 people absolutely deleting the Acolyte, they need to make it tougher. To make it a field boss. Alright, another one of these. Yes, please. There we go. Just going to burn through all of these ones. They're valuable, so why not? Ta-da! Scoop of the extra bits of loot, why don't you? Last C3, fingers crossed. Oh, fair do. And let's pop 2. Ignite the world and see what happens. I just noticed I got something like 6,000 affinity off one of those. I think that one was killed by Mesa, because I don't think I have the damage to just kill an Xmas that easily. Oh, did you see those bombs going off? Oh, you can just see the damage numbers. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, and the screen fills with damage numbers. How far away is this from the defense point? Apparently it's 100 meters if you wanted to run it. It's not quite 100 meters actual range, but it's 100 meters if you want to run it, apparently. That's beautiful. Korokop, I would like you to rephrase that. To be very clear, before you start fear-mongering, you should know better. Do we know if the person who claims they were banned because of Warframe get their ban lifted? You gotta speak with certainty, because otherwise that's lethal. Straight up. And I will make a very serious point about that, because I've covered this extensively. I am literally using the application here on stream. I've dug into a case before now. One person claims that support said that they were banned because of Warframe. I looked into it. No, they weren't. Support couldn't tell them or wouldn't tell them shit, because that's how they operate. The person suggested to support, this is a past one, that it might have been because of this program they installed, and support basically responded with, it may have been that, yeah. And they took that like, oh, that means they confirmed it! No, they did no such goddamn thing. So do definitely be careful your wording, and your intent there, Korokop. I don't know any update from the individual you're referring to, but when you start throwing things around like, do we know if the person banned because of a Warframe, yada yada, when you throw those kinds of things around, that's just unnecessary fear for people. Completely unnecessary, because it's wrong. I will challenge that every time. Now, if there is substantiated stuff, absolutely. Ethically, morally, let alone for my own sake, generally, if there is an issue that comes up, I would want to be the first person to know about it. To get that resolved. But so far, nothing of substance has ever come to light. As I say, so if you use Inner Dem of Runa due to passive increase of Incarnate Mode and Evolution as well as Runa's 1, there's only stats not covered by passive abilities, condition overload, and faction modifiers. Eh? I mean, Dom, you still need to add on elemental damage because it is a multiplier to your damage. Unless you're only counting slash procs. Like, elemental damage is still damage at the end of the day. Detonate everything again. Yeah, if you're not looking to do elemental damage, if you're just doing your damage through slash procs, Varuna will give you guaranteed crits, but you can get higher crit chance with the Inner Dem than guaranteed. You can do higher than 100%. Varuna will give you guaranteed slash procs, but you can also get additional procs from your actual weapon itself. Varuna covers delivering status types for Condition Overload, but she doesn't give a pure damage buff as you mentioned, so Condition Overload is kind of a thing you want to be using there. Range is not covered, so you want your range stat to go up. That's something Varuna doesn't help you with. As you mentioned, faction buff. Subsumed Raw would cover that, but otherwise, yeah. Okay, I'm not getting another Hiku blueprint. I've already got 2 of them now. So I could take the Magnus. Why not? 45 ducats. Alright, let's roll this round again. Another R1. And then once we've done this fourth, we'll refresh the mission. Because we've done a rotation C at that point as well. We'll refresh the mission once we've done this fourth relic. Nicely halfway through the R1s as well. Yeah, it is a bit weird, Dom, isn't it? It is a bit weird. You can take a basically no upgrade, no potato weapon with Varuna, slap on Condition Overload and Prime Reach, and you're pretty good. At that point, you're pretty good. Everyone got a good Gauss build? There might be some over in the Supporter Lounge over on the Discord. I don't think I put out an official Gauss build myself yet, no. Korokop confirming the lack of command for it. There we are then. One thing that struck me, just one comment that popped up, struck me on the Varuna video, by the way, of particular note. Oh, okay. She's having fun, wherever she is. Is that there was a person who is very new to Warframe, very, very new. They picked up Varuna by direct purchase rather than farming for Varuna, so they had access a lot sooner than they otherwise should have. Now, I focused my guide on the higher end of Varuna. Yeah, I'm digging through absolutely everything she does, but in terms of what to do with her, I was focused on the higher end of stuff. And whilst that appeals to a large number of people, it does leave out the newer players. And that's a really hard thing for me to address, I'll be quite honest. I'm not sure what would be the best way to address it. Because I don't want guides which are just for new players. As, well, quite frankly, the vast majority of everyone is not going to want that. The vast majority of everyone watching my stuff and playing Warframe on the regular is not a new player. But also, I don't want to make things too exclusionary, too gatekeeping, as it were, or gatekept. Because then new players can't actually engage with it. There becomes a certain level of progress you have to do in the game before you can even watch my content. That also doesn't really make sense. It's a bit of a mixed bag, a bit of a stuck situation. I'm probably casting this too much. I'm just going to sit back for a bit. I hope I'm making sense with that, chat. Where I find this sticking point of the level of content to produce, the tier of content, and it's all well and good saying, oh, we'll make it for everyone, but that ends up creating a video where half of it is irrelevant to newer players and half of it is irrelevant to experienced players. And now neither person's happy. At least as far as YouTube is concerned, it looks like it goes well. A lot of people are just skipping this. Are you sure you really want to do that content? Doesn't work with the YouTube algorithm.
The relic has been cracked open.
It's a thing.
Find out what's inside.
Hello Moon, how you doing? Hello Savage Nub. Sounds about you. I'm doing alright. Doing alright. All ready for Christmas, as it were. As I've said, when there's about new players, a lot of frames are just solid with the base mods. In Varuna, you can theoretically get flawed equilibrium before you finish Flawless Prize. I mean, yes, but that doesn't answer any new players' questions. Just saying, go get the base mods. But like, okay, but what? Even people who have played MMOs with gear building focuses before now, I have seen make the same mistakes of equipping things like a shield recharge mod on a frame which doesn't have a potato in it. It's like, bro, you are achieving nothing with that. Because the game doesn't really explain it. It leaves them to explore, but doesn't really help them understand how to explore. Maybe I'd building videos for no former, using those basic Star Shot available mods. See, that's the thing, Deity, though. Even that is impossible to define. Even that is genuinely impossible to define. Because where's the line? I put out a build which is half-baked. I'm then going to spend a lot of time pointing out, by the way, this is half-baked. It's not good enough. Which for a lot of people then is the question of why show us something that's not good enough? Just for the people who haven't got XYZ gear. And there's still going to be people with lower gear. And there will be people with higher gear but not the top builds gear. Yeah, I try to explain things enough that if you're following along, if you're paying attention, you can figure out how to make your own builds close to what I'm doing to see why I'm creating what builds I do. But it's trying to get that in a way that new players can actually still engage with it. Fox TV saying, maybe after the ability showcase, section video, do a short segment on low and medium tier build with basic frame ability weapon combos. I mean, that's the same bit again. Where do you draw the line? What's medium? What's basic? What's worth talking about? Because you got to remember, not only have I got to put this together, which is in itself a significant amount of effort, don't forget, but then there's also putting it together in a way which doesn't ruin the video. And that's a toughie, because at the end of the day, I am fighting against the YouTube algorithm at that point. I know a lot of people would like to go, oh, YouTube algorithm, blah, 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 as if it is the biggest bogeyman in the world. But I have come on. My blade's lagging a bit. I don't have the time for it. Oh, okay, well, that's unfortunate. I've not actually seen that fail before. There we go, that's a thing. Huh. What issue was this company having specifically? Basically, I don't think they just understood what they were looking at. Let me bring up the comment. Let me bring it up. I might be overselling it, but let me find this. Scroll past all the stuff on today's video, which, by the way, you should check out if you haven't already. Scroll. Oh, hello. First, before I keep scrolling, Destra Fox Twitch, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome to the channel proper, my dude. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your access to supporter lounge, your emotes, and your ad-free viewing here on Twitch. Cheers. Oh. Appreciate. Alright, let me have a look. And you got distracted saying a mission. Whoops. Whoops. Have fun with that. Let's see. I installed Warframe just because I got an ad that showed the bundle Varuna came with. Safe to say I am out of mind and I have no clue what to do with this information on builds, considering I'm completely new to Warframe. And that's it. It's vague, frankly. It's vague. It doesn't really tell me anything about what's going on for them. But it tells me that they are missing a hell of a lot. And there is the general rule of complaints that for every one person that has a complaint, there are 10 people who actually want to say that complaint. They just didn't get around to it. So it's a point of reference. It's a point of reference. Destro said, thanks, I love supporting my favourite practical problem solver. Oh, thank you very much, you're amazing. Appreciate that. And welcome into the Twitch channel, by the way. I did see that as your introduction, so welcome in all the same. Thank you very much for subscribing as soon as you get here. That is really appreciated. Chris, they said they were aware that this wasn't aimed at them. Yes, but also no. Because as much as they're aware of it, someone could be aware, oh, this guy is above my level. They could still go, okay, so what now? That is straight away someone I have failed to provide for. I can't see the metric as to how much they watched. I can't see the metric to see if they've then followed on to any other videos or anything like that. None of that is there available to me. But they've made it very clear at that point there, what I provided to them didn't give them what they were looking for. I have failed this person in meeting their expectations. Can I do better? That is a serious question that has to pop up. If you don't ask those kinds of questions, then you're not a content creator, you're just doing videos for the fun of it. That's a big distinction, is that as a content creator, you should be wanting to try and maximize the reach that you can achieve with people. And making sure that people that come into your videos aren't let down. That is kind of crucial. That's how I look at it. So it's an interesting one. And addressing that is no mean feat. I mean, the Varuna video is already 34 minutes long. I think I speak for everyone when I say any longer would already be a problem. So yeah. Now I could cover that in different ways. I could cover it in a video about general progression. So advising people how to get to the points where these builds matter. But that is still a lot of work to actually get people there. And you can't just say to someone, well, if you want to be using your builds, first of all, go farm up 500,000 endo. They go, bro, what? You said in your other video that's going to take me at least 50 hours, even if I had the gear. That's no good. Carl saying, failing one person while helping please 100 persons is a good trade-off for me. There's a problem with that. There's a slight problem with that. You are missing something, Garagop. The people who have watched and then follow on to other videos are satisfied, yes. However, my videos aren't watched by everyone in the world. Therefore, I'm clearly missing some chunk of the population, and by and large, I'm actually missing virtually everyone. Now, that's not to say that I could reach everyone, but it is to say that there are plenty of people I am not reaching. Every single person that comes to a video is dissatisfied and doesn't follow through onto other stuff or clicks off early, affects how far that video goes thereafter. That's how the YouTube algorithm works. The more people that watch for longer, that stick around with the video, and even go on to other videos I produce, the more YouTube goes, you've done some good work, let's send it to others. If people just wipe out a bit, despite how good it may be to others, YouTube goes, that one didn't really land, did it? I want people sticking around, so I'm just going to give them other stuff now. And that crushes it. And it's finding that balance of high-end technicality and lowest common denominator. It's somewhere in the middle is where I aim to put it. There's a toughie. That's partly why the super extra detail that I do produce is put over onto Patreon under the Meet the Math section. So if you do want to get even more into the detail things, looking deeper into the numerical stuff that I don't go into on the videos, I just kind of tantalize you with, that's where you can get that extra content. And two parts to that. One, you support me by doing so. Two, you support that content continuing to be created. You continue to say, yes, I want you to go into that level by supporting it. That's the way it works out. If the Patreon got zero attention, I would give it zero attention. If it got all the attention, I would give it all of mine. There's your trade-offs. So that's how it works out, but it's trying to reach that balance because, as I say, that comment sticks out. That is a new player, they've been brought into the game, and it's not something I'd really put a lot of thought into, is those who just buy the frame outright. I expect a certain level of competency in Warframe based on where the frame is to farm, but someone can just buy it. And that's then different. That's then changes the landscape. And it's certainly something to address. It's certainly something to address. So you see where I am. You see why I have those kinds of questions, chat. You see why I look at the details and go, what can do on that? Also, Elio is now out of that mission. That's wonderful. Chocody saying, got today a Warframe question. Do you think Warframe has a clear progression line? Personally voted for yes. What are my thoughts? No. Warframe does not have a clear progression line. Because for it to be a clear progression line, that means you should be able to see the road ahead of you. Clearly. That's what it means. And yet, a bajillion new players will come into the game, they'll go through the tutorial, they'll be dropped onto Earth, and they kind of go, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? There's so many things. No. Too many people, including myself, hit that point and just kind of go, what am I supposed to do? You do a few missions, you kind of flounder around, you end up in Cetus because, of course, every new player ends up in Cetus. And if they arrive at the wrong time, they see this giant walking thing they can't hurt. They're like, what is going on here? And then they either find a friend that adopts them, plow through with YouTube guides, or they quit. That is going to be a serious sticking point for Warframe. If someone doesn't pop over to another player, basically, creator or otherwise, and say, what am I supposed to do? If a person doesn't take that step, they just quit. Warframe does not have a clear progression line. No, not at all. Your moustache has open paths, just nodes. Not sure what I say on that one. Yeah, also about the modding screen, as Joshua points out, the modding screen is a bit to take in. Realizing that Endo is the progression, the game kind of doesn't really make it clear that progression isn't getting characters, progression is upgrading your mods. Getting the right mods and powering them up is huge. Absolutely huge. And if you don't do that, then you're going to suck, yeah. You try taking a Kuba Brammer into a mission with just random 2-pip mods on there, you will do nothing. Yeah, Fantakiller, the game has changed, and congratulations as well, survivorship bias. Anyone who gets through the beginnings of Warframe and figures out what the game means, like how to play it and what you should be doing, anyone who figures that out without the help of the wiki, YouTube guides, and friends, if you manage to do that, congratulations, well done, you did it. Don't consider that you are everyone. I'm sure you don't think that. I'm sure no one thinks that. But remember that there are going to be other perspectives, and those other perspectives matter as well. If anything, they matter perhaps slightly more, simply because if you're already sorted, cool, right, you're sorted. That's fine. But there are people who are not. That's what needs to be handled. And that's kind of what I'm grabbing onto with I talk about my videos as well. It looks like the defense is closed and all of that lot, so let's do... I mean, I've got the other defense there, but it's Sarah's one. Sod it, we'll do that one. We'll do that one, let's see. K4 Radiant is apparently a really good one. What's K4 Radiant? Cora Prime Blueprint. Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. It's like, the first time I tried joining into Warframe, this was close to when the Plains of Eidolon came out, I think it was. Maybe a bit after. I'm not sure exactly on the timeline because it was so long ago. And I couldn't make heads or tails what was going on. My friend was trying to get me into it. It just didn't make sense to me as a game. I didn't see exactly what it was trying to get me to do. Picking up random bits here or there. The mission seemed pointlessly easy. It didn't make sense. And so I left. It just didn't grab me. I tried. And then strangely, a long time later, quite a long time later, strangely, it just, for some reason, my mind picked up on the idea of the game, was mulling it over, and started putting bits and pieces together. It's like somehow I put the details on hold until I had spare background thinking space to then do it. Came back to the game, started putting 2 and 2 together, got approximately 4 and called it good enough. There might have been some quantization in there, which is why it wasn't exactly 4 at the time, but we got there. Decided to actually understand what the hell was supposed to happen in the game. So yeah, here I am. One of many Warframe creators, but still probably the most analytical, or near enough one of the most analytical creators out there for Warframe. And even I failed to get into the game the first time around. Like, Warframe doesn't exactly give you a clear progression line. I don't know if that makes it clear enough. It does not have a clear progression line. I got confused. Alright, gonna hang back a little bit, let some things get corrupted. When the wave ends, I will then press 2, and it'll start blowing stuff up. Wave's ended, press 2. Alright, this should be pretty nasty now. I've got 20 kills. Let's see how many kills I'll get without shooting or doing anything. Let's see how much I get. So you're saying, like Minecraft, you have to make your own goals? Not really, no. To an extent, yes, you want to be finding your own progression, what you want to do in Warframe, but also there is a certain linear progression through various lines, or an upward growth that is kind of placed upon you. Similar to how in Minecraft you want to be getting up to diamond or netherite tools, and you want to be getting up to certain levels of enchantments if you want to be having the most efficient kind of experience. There are certain automatic farms you want to be creating in various different ways to give yourself resources. I did nothing and I got 69 kills, nice. In Warframe, your gear is everything. It really is. And understanding how to make that gear work for you is your progression. You can't really make your own goal of, you know, oh, I'm going to be the miner. Those roles don't exist. It's quite different from Minecraft in that sense. Quite different. History, Warframe, clear numbers. Give me a history between myself. It's confused if you tactic properly. I think I'm missing details again. Sorry, Asprey. I think I'm missing details on that one. Gib, my reactant plus? There we are. I'm just saying, the person who got me into Warframe gaslit me into thinking a Vara infiltrate augment didn't work during sorties. Thank you for correcting me on that. My pleasure. Sorry they gaslit you on that one. I'm just, you know, they were probably wrong. At least we can get that sorted out for you, Andrew. Also, I do not have enough reactant. None of us have enough reactant. This mission has died far too quickly. What the hell? I may have overkilled. I've got 194 kills. I am a monster. Oh god. Oh no. I mean, 8 reactants. This is exactly what I'm talking about, reactant. Come on. I've barely done anything this mission. I've barely done anything. I pressed 2 a few times over. Yeah, I got 200 kills, but... And yeah, not enough reactant. No reward for us. Shit. Why is this still a thing? Screw me for bringing a frame that can kill enemies, you know? God damn it. Oh, it's not the one for R1. Cora. God, it's so stupid. Let's try this again, but this time I'm just not going to cast, I guess. Until we've got reactant, I will just hold off on the casting unless things seem to be taking too long. So stupid. Are there a bit of effects for the mission? Yeah. Yeah, basically. Oh, I see, Andrew. Yeah, no, fair enough then. Yeah, that's somebody who's not taking ownership of what they did. Alright, so we got 3 reactant now. This is good. Oh, 4 reactant. Look, we could get 4 reactant in one wave this time. But last time we didn't get 10 across 5 waves. God damn it. 5 in one. Well, at least it heard my cries. The game is 6 in one wave. We got 9 in 5 waves, and now 6 in one wave. Well, at least with that amount of reacted, I should be able to press 2 again safely. There we go. Now we should be fine. And now, let's see if I can just sit back for a bit. I'm just gonna... I'm good, chap. Oh. This is the gameplay you come here for, right, chat? This is the gameplay you come here for. Maybe I was accidentally spawn killing too well and they weren't even getting corrupted. Maybe that was it. Like, things were dying so fast the void couldn't even start to happen. Which, you know, hey, that's one way to fix a fish, right? No corruption if there's nothing alive to get corrupted. No Disco Ball Mirage? I've not brought that build, no. This one is Explosive the Journeyman build. Yeah, disruption, excavation, defense. Basically, endless modes, if you're not careful, can really screw up for reactant. Spy also is a weird one because it designed... The mission design is for everyone to split up, and splitting up is the actual worst thing you can do when it comes to, what do you call it? When it comes to trying to get reactant. Because splitting up splits up the enemy spawns, it splits up the corruption, and it just makes it where there's so much less going around. Do I have a build guide for weapons for on-call crew members? It's just the same as you have for your normal weaponry. It's just the same. On-call crew don't aim, so don't give them weapons that require you to aim, like sniper rifles. But otherwise, it's the same. My on-call crew uses the Kuvazar, and it is literally just my build on it. Job done. And they kill with it, quite handily. Good point. Ribbons and galvanized mods. That's a good point. I've not actually looked into that. Ribbons, I'd say probably. Galvanized mods, no idea. That's a very good question, actually. Didn't think about that. That's my bad. Oh, that's going to be a bitch to test. Bearded Angus saying galvanized don't work. Okay, what's your source, please? Do you have a verifiable source that people can look at and go, ah, yeah, that's exactly how it works? Or do you believe that's how it works? Gaz, okay. I'll be honest, that doesn't overfill me with confidence. Just because I know that too many creators have a tendency to pick up details rather than verify. I've not seen into Gaz's stuff too much, so I don't really know if I can follow up on that. P9. Here we are. I'd have to test it myself, unfortunately. Which is annoying because it's going to be a pain to test. So I'm going to put that one off for now. I'm going to put that one off. Oh, I'm guessing that's what you mean, Bearded Anger. Yes, I'm guessing that's what you mean. Because I've heard of Gaz, so I know that Gaz does YouTube videos. I guessed from your point that he'd done a video on on-call crew members. I got through all that lot. It's just making certain that that's information that has been verified rather than heard. And that's just going to be it's a pain to be certain on these kinds of things. It's a pain. Because I can't put out a video and go, oh, well, I'm sorry, guys, if I got it wrong. Gaz said it. That's not appropriate whatsoever. I can't do that. Whereas if it was, yeah, Gaz has this section here where it shows the exact test happening, and now you know for a fact that's exactly how it works, then it's fine, yeah. But that's a difficulty. Ray asking for a bit of instrumental rock. Yeah, sure, let's switch to that playlist for a bit. There we go. Things are just kind of exploding everywhere. That's all cool. Let's hopefully not explode too much. Cool, these guys are corrupted, so they can explode. Oh, and they very conveniently then exploded. Perfect. Yeah, Ribbons are going to be easy to test, because Ribbons, all I need to do is get a weapon with an elemental ribbon, and then see if the on-call crew procs that elemental type. If they do, then the ribbon applies. If they don't, then the ribbon doesn't apply. That's an easy one. Much easier. Galvanized mods are stat boosts. And stat boosts are not easy to check. Because I can't restrain the on-call crew from firing only once to test multi-shot. They're not going to aim, so the crit ones just won't apply at all. So that's just straight out. And that leaves the damage ones and the shotgun range ones. Damage ones, trying to tell exactly what's causing their damage and how much damage they're dealing, that's a pain in the ass. Range on a shotgun, good luck. Yeah, it's going to be a pain. Try galvanized diffusion on Castana, it's pretty graphic. Yeah, that's a point, actually. Very clear projectiles. Like the Castanas could be it. Yeah. Have I done a video on Cascadia Empowered? Don't think I have, no. In fact, I'm fairly certain I haven't, because I can't actually remember what Cascadia Empowered does exactly. Cascadia Empowered. On status effect, deal 250 damage, max chance damage. Oh, right, I remember the one now. No, I haven't done a video on that. Ain't got around to that one. You don't tell crew to hold position? You can tell crew to hold position, doesn't hold fire. Does not hold fire. Castanas is probably going to be the best way to verify in terms of the galvanized mods. It's about as close as I'm going to get to a verifiable test. But that's really going to be about it. But if I could get that test to work, sure. Tell you what, chat. Tell you what. When we've done our 20th wave here, how about we do that test on stream? You know, we've already got the question. We haven't got an answer. I've just talked about exactly how we can test it, so we can try and do that here on stream. What do you think about that? In fact, why ask a question when I can ask a poll? Even better. We'll also get this lovely, lovely loot of a Revenant Prime Systems. Yeah, that's one we want to pick. Alright, poll time. Let me write a poll. What do after 20? Or relics, or crew science? There we are. Give you guys just a minute on that poll. What do after 20? Let's see. L1. Oh, I got L1. There we go. Oh, Limbo Prime Chassis. Okay, I probably should be making this one Radiant, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. As we say in 5 minutes, will be 99 Herblore. Nice. Sorry to hear about your time expenditure on that. I've been there myself. It's pain, but nice. I probably shouldn't have cast my 2. I need to not cast abilities for a bit. Says a Warframe player. Yeah, that's I hate Reactant. I really do. Musa RL saying, have a kind of weird problem been trying to test. Ever since they changed Amalgamfuric's body count to buff secondary fire rate instead of explosion radius, I've been trying to see if it applies to Titania's exalted pistols. On paper it says it does, but in time I'm shooting the wall, doesn't seem to empty a mag any faster. Also, the vote is overwhelmingly to crew science. Crew science it is. Choc say, why can I vote again for specifically 1,337 spanners? Because it's leaked. You have just shown your age there, Chocodika. Either that's or I'm just being slightly too rude, but yeah, it means lead. Lead speak. We're harkening back to the old days of the internet. Actually, not even that old. The adolescent days of the internet. I pressed my 2. Oh, let's hope this doesn't end badly. I'm at 872 kills, and I've done sweet F all. This is a strong-ass frame. And if you were just looking to do defense for just a long while, you could genuinely just come into a squad of 4, bring this Mirage, and just kind of nuke the map all the way up to wave whatever. Because I wouldn't have to hold back, and we would just delete. We would delete. Choc, at this point, if you're still not sure what the hell I'm talking about with Elite, you should probably just Google 1337 and see what comes up. Hopefully nothing terrible, but you'll probably get your explanation. Maybe Know Your Meme and 1337. If you search that. Because honestly, I'm not going to do the explanation justice without making either you or me sound like an idiot. So, probably best to Google it. I can't help it, I've got to keep pressing 2. Gotta cast abilities. I bring a build to use it, damn it. Warframe is just spam abilities? I know, right? I have this powerful ass build, and I'm having to hold myself back because the spawn system is like, reacting, freaking Gib. Gib. Plus. Gib reactant. This is why people do captures and exterminates. You don't struggle for reactants on those ones 9 times out of 10. There we go. All right. Finally, enough has spawned that I can now start killing properly.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Oh, fair enough, Choc. There we are. Okay, cool. We're all good, chat. Choconica is on board now. They understand the meme. We're all good again. And now Zom is also learning. There we are. Why is it always the moderators who are out of touch, chat? Always the ones in power out of touch. I don't know. We are all about knowledge, absolutely, yes. And I just went straight into that bubble. That was unfortunately perfectly well placed. I mean, Zom, I'm not that old. The vast majority of your internet bits and pieces that are known by everyone of the era, I should be aware of. I've got 3 of these, why not 4? The way you phrase that, Zom, saying the funny thing is, I'm younger than you, I didn't know, should be in touch for this stuff. Like, you're making it sound like a 40 or 50.
Very impressive, Tenno. You held them all back. Time to get out of here.
Alright, well, we got some bits and pieces. I guess it's time to do a little bit of science. Mr. L saying, survival fishes could be so chill if you don't have to worry about keeping them grouped together to get the spawns and reactant. Yep. Yep. Imagine having a game mode where playing it effectively means you're actually no longer playing it effectively. Fun times. I don't like reactant. It's a terrible system, quite frankly. It feels good on the surface, and then when you look into the details, you go, oh wait, this is just causing problems. Right? Yes. Why do we keep it? Because some people might AFK. Yes, so ban them. It's not hard. Bans exist. So you need us to drop out? Oh no, I'll just do that right now. There we are. Easy fix. Right. Let's do some testing. Let's do some testing. Now, this is where it's going to get very difficult already, is figuring out exactly how I want to go about this test. I need to see what ribbon I have that I can use. Let's see. Kaeru, say, I asked a couple of streams ago about your opinion on the Tenet Plink. Since you haven't got it yet, decided to get it and test it out. Haven't done too much yet, but it seems fairly decent. Oh, fair do. Fair do. Maximize, we have EDM, but then we got switched over to Rock, but now we're switching back over to EDM because you asked for EDM. There we are, that's the thing. Alrighty, riveting. Let's see. What ribbon can we use for the test here? Kashmir's Geisha. Cernos! Cernos with a hell of a lot of heat and multi-shot. That would do the trick, wouldn't it? Yes. Let's see, do I have a normal-ass Cernos? I do not. I have the Racta Cernos, and this one should be okay. Does Racta Cernos use Cernos ribbon? It uses it because it's right there. Excellent. Okay, this is good. This is good. It's very, very good. I can take off that and that and that. We don't need any of that. We just need the ribbon to test with. Racta Cernos should do the trick for testing this. Okie dokie. Let's go put that onto a crewmate. Pretty sure crewmates can't use bows. Back to the drawing board. Yes, you're right. Son of a... Okay, cool. This game is fine and dandy. This... Yeah, I don't think they can use any bows at all, can they? Right then. Fulmin, but not right. Gazers, it's element. Heck! No elemental stuff. Helio Core, no elementals, and it's melee anyway. Comac, no. Actually, I'm only looking at leveled up ones. I can look at the non-leveled as well and level something if I really need to. But let's see. If I got a leveled one, that'd be great first. Paris is a bow. Spore Lacer is toxin. Shit. Okay, let's look at the non-leveled ones then. Maybe I have something else hiding away that I can use. Let's see. Damage, heat, damage infested minus zoom. I could try the Bolto. The Bolto's pretty shitty for general testing, so I'm going to pass on that. We've got to go Buzzlock, Catch Moon, Cernos, Cryotra. Cryotra? I think I can use any of those at all. Can they? Right then. Let's see. Do I have a... Let's see. What ribbon can we use for the test here? Kashmir's Geisha. Cernos with a hell of a lot of heat and multi-shot. That would do the trick, wouldn't it? Yes. Let's see. Do I have a normal-ass Cernos? I do not. I have the Racta Cernos. And this one should be okay. Anyway, South Destreza, Dokram Dragoon, Joel Vraza, Exergis. No. Don't want to use any of these. Come on, give me something good. Ignis already has heat. That's heat. It doesn't. No. There's no more room in Rolex. That's effort. Kama. What the hell is Kama? Kratinos. Kraken, Crunch, Bramad, Lanka? Lanka Electricity. What is Lanka normally? I don't want to search for just heat, I want to search for any element. And also an appropriate weapon and then everything else. What is Lanka? Is Lanka seriously going to be default electricity? I've completely forgotten. Please don't be default electricity. Oh, for crying out loud. All I want is for the game to just be clear. But then I'm probably out of a job. Right, well. Just roll one? We'll be here for long than just rolling once, no. Trust me, no, this is better for us all. Like, just find something. Seriously, am I about to run out of the goddamn... Tenet Diplos electricity! Progenitor element could get in the way there. But it's worth a try. It's worth a try. Tenet Diplos. There we go. What is my progenitor? If it's electricity, I might actually just delete that ribbon out of spite. What is my Diplos? It's heat. Okay, we're good. We're good. I can use that. I can use that one. Let's see. This is a build that has nothing on it. There we are. Cool. All right. Riven. There we go. Let's upgrade that one just so we get more electricity so it happens more often. I just casually have a Tenet Diplos ribbon lying around, you know. There we are. So, one of three things could happen here. One of three things. We could either get a radiation proc, in which case we know for a fact the ribbon is active, as well as the progenitor element. Or we might get heat, in which case we know that the ribbon is not active, but the progenitor is. Or we might get neither heat nor radiation. Now, if we get neither heat nor radiation, then what that means to me is that even the progenitor is not happening, and I find it unlikely we get the ribbon but not the progenitor. I mean, if we see electric, then we know that's the case. For some status chance, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's put on a bunch of status chance. Sure shot. Put some status chance on that side. And let's see, this has low slash, so I can actually use this one as well. Even more status. I know it improves the slash amount, but it gives us so much more status chance that actually works out in our favor. That should work on that side. All the rest of it, however, can just kind of stay where it... Stunning speed? It won't make enough difference. I can't be bothered. And Jolt and Scorch? No, God, definitely not. No. No! No! Both Jolt and Scorch would ruin the test. Jolt would ruin the test of the Riven. Scorch would ruin the test of the innate heat from the progenitor element. So no, neither of those. Absolutely not, guys. Yeah, I wonder, Zom. I wonder, why would an 100 accuracy weapon have had Magnum Force on a unused build slot? Definitely not indicating any kind of testing that went on there. Alright, so, Tenet Diplos is the test. Let's go set us up. Can we set it from here? That is... No, we can't. Of course not. Let's head down to the dojo. That's not how you head to a dojo. Let's click. Let's head down here. Get this sorted out. Hello, how you doing there, Alfie? Remove companion weapon? Yeah, I'll remember to do that as well. Thank you, Sapath. Need to remember to do that. Right, let's do that right now, so Carrier does not mess up any testing, as it loves to do. We dutifully tell it to kill everything it can. It does so. It's good at that. Auto aim and Diplos inconvenient at times? Yeah, but good news, crew don't aim, so that should be fine. Dry dock. I know there's a fast travel to dry dock, but teleport. Not the research. Here we go. Crew. Okay, so here's my on-call engineer. They have all kinds of lovely bonuses, including a 150% critical chance with rifles, which usually is amazing. But today, let's take you off. Let's get the Diplos. Don't do this to me. I see. Okay. Yeah. Someone said they can't use akimbo weapons. If I just do AK, yeah, no, absolutely no AK weapons there, is there? Absolutely no AK weapons. And yet, if we sort by name, I definitely own the AK Bolto, AK Bronco, AK Jagara, AK Lex, AK Samati. And whatever that one is, the AK Vasto, I guess. Okay. Let's try this again. What do we have? Do I have Ferox? I have Ferox, but I hate spear guns, so I'm just going to skip spear guns. Frankly. We're right the way down here. Tenor Diplos, Tenor Void, Tomb Finger. Why do I have 3 Tomb Finger ribbons? Toncore, Torrid. Torrid, I think it's toxin involved, so I'd rather avoid it. No, I want to use a Tenet weapon, actually. I do want to use a Tenet weapon for the test. A Tenet or Kuva weapon. Do I have something for either a Tenet weapon or a Kuva weapon? Well, I do have the... Do I have a Kuva Toncore? I don't think I actually have a Kuva Toncore. Oh, crying out loud. What? Why not the Tenet Diplos? Seriously? What's so wrong about the Tenet Diplos that they could... I'd swear down. Right, let's see. Any of the... I've got... It's going to come back to the bloody Ferox, isn't it? It's going to come back to the goddamn stupid Ferox. I don't want to. Ogress. There we are. Beautiful. Ogress. Wait. Well, no, my Ogress is heat and it's got an 8 heat, hasn't it? Never mind. Not good enough. I want to test multiple things at once. That's not going to work. Nope, 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 nope. Back. Alright, Ferox, fine. 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 We'll use the bloody Ferox. God damn it. You. Can you... Oh, no, I don't want that. Can you equip it? Oh. What can you use? So you can equip the goddamn Ignis, yeah, you can do that just fine. What was it? Ogress. Yeah, you can use your Ogress just fine. What is the element of my Ogress then? Okay, let's see. Maybe I don't have a heat Ogress, and maybe my own laziness has actually helped us here. It's a magnetic Ogress. Oh! Why do I have a... Never mind. For once, chat, having a magnetic Ogress with the worst possible percentage on it, a 25% magnetic. Look how terrible that is. For once, it might actually be a good thing. Okay. Let's do this. Kuva Ogress. Give me a Riven. Give me a good Riven. Where is it? Ogress. Okay, so we need to roll this a few times until it gives us the thing. Equipment, mods. Oh! Ogress. You Cycle. Don't use up all my Kuva. I've only got 500,000 Kuva, okay? Do not use up all my Kuva on this. Heat. That'll do. That's fine. And surge duration. Huh, nifty. That'll do fine. Let's do it. Actually, as far as rolls go... the crit stat's terrible. Never mind. I was going to say, as far as rolls go, that's pretty nice. But actually, no. It doesn't on crit damage. Perfect for testing, though. That's all we need. All we need. Let's do this. Actually, I suppose... Yeah, that ranked up could actually work pretty spicely with a bonus from Arcane Avenger. Hello, can I help you? Oh, hello still. How you doing? You got your Skiajati, you got your Fulmin. You got, what's your sidearm? Can I see your side? Wait, yep. Fine, fuck your sidearm. Don't care anymore. I'm gone. Don't care. Anyway, equipment, mods. Ogress. Casually got this ribbon lying around as well. Yeah, I think it was Zatki Prime, yeah. Zatki Prime. Crew, you get the Ogress. And set the upgrade to config B. There we go. So, radial attack. Direct attack has heat, magnetic. Radial attack has blast, magnetic, and heat. Excellent. So we got all these kinds of things going on. Let's give it a whole bunch of status with rifle aptitude. And I should be able to get away with the slash one as well. Where is it? Oh, it's another one. Okay. Okay, cool. That'll do as is then. It's fine. Cool. Should be okay. So, they're equipped now. It's still a Kuva Ogre, so it is still strong, but we should be able to get some testing done with this. So if I go navigation, yeah. Drop me into a relay. Any relay will do fine. Let's go to the Saturn relay, Chronia relay. Let's do that. Is the hammer shot plus status? Oh, it is, yeah. Yeah, you're right. Oh well, whatever. I'm here now. I don't care. Fast travel to Samaris. Let's go. Testing world. Boom. This is where you find out just how many resources I spend on trying to test things. Like, you would not believe the number of Spectre blueprints I've rushed in trying to test things. God damn. I haven't even done a Spectre video at this point, because it's just all over the place. Right, Broodmother. No, let's get something tankier. We just need status effects. We don't need it to survive, to die. We want the EXO Gokstad Officer, maximum level. There we go. Hello, ugly. Right then. Don't screw this up for me. Magnetic. Magnetic blast. So we definitely get the progenitor element. But I'm not seeing any heat so far whatsoever. Also, let's pay attention to how long the procs last. I'm going to spawn you over here. Oh, can't respawn you over here. Alright. Let's just get a distance. All the procs are gone, so let's see if I can get them to do just a single round of procs. Fire once. Fire once. Come on. Just a little bit of damage. A little bit. Come on. That's it. Come on. Stand over here. Oh, you must have a shot right now. Fire. 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 Oh, I just heard... Oh, now you're firing. Did I don't get it. Why is it burst fire? It's a crewmate thing. Crewmates do weird things with guns. Come on. Come on. Right. Fire. Bombs away. Come on. There we go. All right, all right. There we are. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. 3, 4, 5. About 6. Yeah. That's good. That's good. That tested it. That tested the ribbon detail. Because if we just go into this here real quickly. So, we never saw any heat, which already in itself is surprising with that amount of status chance. So, that kind of rules that one out. Because we would have expected to have seen something by now. Secondly, the status duration, plus 50%, did not happen. It didn't last for 9 seconds, only lasted for 6 seconds on the status effect. So we're narrowing that all down. We can verify this further. If I now include some electricity, that, according to this, is going to be radiation. Okay. I'm going to reset the simulacrum to reset the on-call crew as well. That should be radiation. And if we come back and it just does electric, then that further confirms the ribbon is just not being touched whatsoever. Thank you, Joshy. Appreciate it. Alright, fast travel to dry dock. Configure, crew. Let's just make absolutely certain that has amended their gun. It should have, but you check these things, because Warframe. Let's do this. Alright, so let's see what status procs we get now. Electric. Yeah. So it is using the electric mod, but it's not using the ribbon mod. Kind of weird. Honestly, kind of weird, because guns are guns. It's using the progenitor. Mods are mods, even. And guns are guns. But that 100% fully, absolutely confirms it. We're not getting the heat bonus. We're not getting the status duration bonus. We're probably not getting the crit damage bonus there. I don't want to check that. We don't need to check that. We are getting the electricity bonus from high voltage, which means we are definitely also getting a status chance bonus. But we're just not getting this bonus. We're not getting a ribbon. We do get the progenitor bonus, however. That does apply. Because why make things work, hey? That'd be too easy. Whatever. Okay, so that's narrowed down some of that. The other thing to test then that we wanted to do was to test the multi-shot. Now, I'm not testing multi-shot like this right now. That is not the weapon to test multi-shot on. So, why can't crew wield some guns? Because D decided not to give them those. Akimbo secondaries, we've learned. Bows can't be equipped. Melees can't be equipped. There's probably going to be other stuff that can't be equipped. Because DE didn't want to code them to be able to do it. Despite the fact that the Woo clone can use them. You know, go figure. Right then. So, Smaris. Not Smaris. What am I doing? Fast travel, dry dock. Let's see what you can equip that we can actually do this on. We want to try... Oh, not you. Equip there. We want to try Castanas. But you don't do Castanas. Oh, for crap. Why must the game be made of pain? Are the faction mods for Warframes worth it leveling up to highest tier? Oh yeah, absolutely, Vita. Absolutely, because one, there's loads of different augments you can get for Warframes, some of which are insanely powerful. Two, even if you don't want to use any of them that you can access yourself, you can trade them to other players who do for platinum. So yeah, it's a passive platinum source. Absolutely do that. I get that, man. I get that, but we're testing the multiple bits all in one. It's just, oh my gods. Gods above. Right, okay, let me try and think. How can we verify this then? How can we do this? Let's work my way through, see what bits could give away what may do what words. I ideally want something with low fire rate and clearly visible multi-shot. That might do the trick. That might do the trick. Because we'll see the visible grenades, right? That should do it. Still no Varuna augment? Of course there's no Varuna augment. Varuna only just came out. This should do it. So step 1, we'll test with normal multi-shot, so I can see the multi-shot, figure it out. And then we'll take it from there. If I find it for myself, yeah, I can do that as well. I can do that as well. It's all fine. Equipment, arsenal. Progress could still work. Oh no, it's such a screen mess. I'm not even dealing with that. Absolutely not. I mean, that wasn't much of a change in the build, but whatever. Alright, cool. Let's fast travel to Samaris. I appreciate you guys sharing anecdotes, what you think you saw here or there. I hope you'll understand that I am absolutely 100% testing things. Because for the same reason that I won't quote Gaz TV or anyone else on what they think they've seen, I'm not going to quote, yes, so this person popped into my Twitch chat and said they saw this thing, and so, you know, that's why I'm reporting in a video. No. I'm getting this 100%. We've gone far enough. I'm getting this 100. So yeah, you see the grenades come out. That's unfortunate. 90% multi-shot. I was kind of expecting spread. Alright, maybe I need to oh, it's got 100 accuracy, that's why. 100 accuracy, let's fix that. You're shitting me, right? Fine, have a potato. Okay, now let's try. Oh, don't do it. There we go, deviation. Deviation does happen, okay. That is very little deviation, Jesus. I can barely make out that there's 2. Oh my god, that is... Okay, well this is going to be a little bit painful, I think. But I think I have it. You see, what I can do is I can trick the crewmate into firing their shot at the enemy, but without direct exploding. So if I do this... Oh no, it's still doing... yeah. Oh, balls. Because if I put a portal, like, right here... Something like that. Do it like that. I do portals like that, get the crewmate to fire, they'll try to hit that, they'll actually end up sending the grenades over there so I can see what happens to them. There we are. That's how I get this to work. Okay, they have a time limit on them. This should work, this should work, this should work. At this point, what testing isn't painful? Yes, yes. Yeah. Alright, so let's... Oh, I'm going to need to reload the simulacrum anyway to make sure I get the divergence on the crewmate. Let's reload into the simulacrum just to make sure the crewmate is refreshed, and then we should be good to go. Should. Should. Alright. Yeah, spawn them in. Set up portals. We protect it from the shots. On there. On there. Standing one there. Standing one there. That should do the trick. Spawn in the crew. I saw a split. 100%. Didn't need the portals after all. Yeah, I am seeing multiple trails. So I can visibly see... It's hard to tell. But yeah, there are definitely multi-shot happening there. Right? Yeah, that was a multi-shot. Okay, cool, cool, cool. 200% guaranteed. It's happening. It's happening. So, now what we need to do... Now what we need to do is get the Galvanize mod onto here, reload the Simulacrum again, and see if we can get a third grenade to happen. Now, I've got a way of making this happen, because if it gets Galvanized stacks, then the Galvanized timer will kick in long enough that we can do a reloading of Simulacrum enemies, so it'll be fine. So, reload in to make sure that the mod upgrade is amended for the crewmate. What's a good IO farm? Check out my IO video on YouTube. That'll tell you. Let's spawn in some butchers. Spawn these all in at minimum level. So this will allow the NPC crew to at least get any galvanized stacks if they're at all possible. There we go, perfect. And then we raise their level to maximum. If they still kill the butchers, doesn't matter, it'll keep their multi-shot up. And so we're looking for trails of 3. Any sign that they are firing 3 grenades at once. Any sign whatsoever. I'm seeing 2s. I think I just saw a 1. And a 1 would say they're getting no stacks whatsoever. Yeah, no. I'm seeing individual grenades. Okay. Want to take your trigger happy ass over here and make this easier on me? It does look like they are not getting the benefit of the galvanized mod. Alright. Let's bring them all the way over here now. To allow me to re-summon and do this myself. Am I gonna reach? I kinda don't want to go over there because my NPC crew will start killing them. Okay, good enough. There we go. Got the stacks. Got the stacks. That's a 2. Oh, that looks like a 1. I know I have enough multi-shot on here. Oh, that's 3. That's really hard to tell, honestly. That looks like it doesn't have multi-shot, so it doesn't actually tell us out. God damn it. So I'm still not actually certain. It looks like it. I would say most likely they're not getting the galvanized bonus, but it's still not very clear. How else can we check this? How else? What other means exist to do this? Because like, if I was testing multi-shot for myself, I know various different ways I could do it. There's a checking the projectiles, checking the number of hits. If I was on a hit scan weapon, checking the number of bullet hit holes on a wall, that would be a viable way of doing it. If it was beam weapons, I know that I can mod for the status chance and get it to the right position to see if I proc 2 statuses at the same time. That tells me I've reached a certain threshold. All those kinds of tests exist, but I can't see. Oh, I can't see the crewmate. They've despawned. Yep, I can't see the damage hits from the crewmate to use a lot of those tests. I can't tell the crewmate to just fire at a wall. And the closest I've gotten so far says it's most likely not going to apply, but it's still not clear. Let's go back to what the crewmate can fire and see if I can figure out some other options. Back to the relay. What else could I get them to use that might help us figure this out? Not just most likely, I need it to be certain. I need to be certain on this. Envoy, perhaps? No. The rockets will be too close together. I know the Envoy is not a good one for that one. Makes it fairly certain it's not. Let's see. Maybe Rubico, actually. Maybe Rubico. Can they use Rubico? They should be able to use Rubico. Because the reason I'm thinking Rubico... There we go. Yep, they can use Rubico. The reason I'm thinking Rubico is because they don't aim, so the bullets should spread. So if I give them a build with maximum spread, then their hip-fire accuracy should leave loads of bullets just missing the target entirely, hitting the wall, and I can see how many hits happen simultaneously. And with that, it'll be clear. Because it's not about just making the thing spread. I need to be able to see what happens. I need to be able to say with certainty. This is what I'm trying to get across to everyone who's suggesting things like the Archiplasma. I need certainty on what's happening here. Just saying, well, we can share it, isn't good enough. It needs to be so damn clear that not a single grognard on Reddit, YouTube, or otherwise can go, well, actually, I had this experience. I'll be like, no, fuck you. Look at the evidence in front of your eyes. Here's how it works. That's what we're up against. Grognards. We all know them. We know they exist. They're a pain in the ass to deal with. That's what I'm fighting. So, hopefully, with a 9.6 accuracy, we should be able to take on the Grognards. Fully. And if this doesn't work, I don't know what will. And what will. Also, if it turns out that they aim with the Rubico, then I'm just going to be pissed. If they actually just aim with Rubico, I'm going to be real fucking pissed. So first we're going to test the spread. Actually, no, let's double test all in one, actually. Don't need to say first we'll do this and that. I can do it all in one. So, not Nova, you idiot. Rubico. On here, heavy caliber, and then I want galvanized chamber. There we are. Okay, fast travel to is Maris. Go to Ballroom Simulacrum. Right. So, when I hit fire, you can see the spread I'm getting. Look how wide those shots are going. That is absolutely dirty how wide those shots are going. Now, there's a very long fade on the shots there, so I can't go on the basis of fading. I need to pay attention to when different ones spawn. That could be interesting. That could be interesting. Okay. Oh boy. Let's do this. Spawn them in at level 1. So they're easy enough to kill. Want the crewmate up close and personal, so they shouldn't be able to miss their shots. Oh no! Well, at least the accuracy's not there. Oh, this is painful. Please! Just land it. I was going to walk you back and then you'd miss and hit the wall. What is this? Oh no. Ah! How are you ever going to get the galvanized stack speed to test with, and this is what you're doing? Oh, come on. No. I saw 2 bullets at once, but I needed to get multi-shot stacks to see if we can get a 3-bulleter. Ah! Please! How are you still missing? What is this pattern? You are actually intentionally missing at this point. Why? Don't go AFK on me! It's intentional. There is no way you can miss this many shots unintentionally. You're about to goddamn time out, aren't you? It's got less than a minute left. Please! Just hit them! How is this so hard from every angle? You walked through him firing the gun! How did you miss? The barrel was inside of his chest! But you weren't even aiming at that one! I'm not even looking if it's getting 3 shots at once anymore. It doesn't matter. It genuinely doesn't matter. You could say whatever you want about these galvanized mods because no one would be able to prove you wrong. I just... They were here the full 3 minutes and they managed to kill just half the units. And then I think all of those were actually missed shots aimed at something else. Oh, yeah, okay. Fortnite saying, what about trying a weapon with high but not over 100% status chance, watching how many status stacks up on a target per trigger pull? I don't see how that would work out for us because we're fighting against multiple layers of RNG there. No, we'd struggle. God, that was impressive. Just how bad that was. Like, I know I've used that same kind of mechanic when I was mocking the heck out of Uraeli. Oh, Tom, you did. Thank you, Tom. Anyway, when I was mocking Uraeli Spectre in the previous myth-busting video, but my God, that was... Wow. That would... Wow. It's... Whew. That was... I got my words for it. I'm actually flabbergasted. I'm feeling slightly lightheaded from all that. Oh. Okay, right, so back onto the drawing board. Maybe it'll be better if I just don't use the forced inaccuracy, and maybe they're actually going to be bad enough that this should still allow us to do the test. Maybe that'll work. Straws and clutching, you know. Let's try it without the heavy caliber. This deserves its own video? Well, it's a stream, you know. Yeah. If you like what you see, hit the subscribe button, you know. Support my dwindling sanity 2 nights before Christmas. Yep. Alright, let's do this. So, with this level of inaccuracy, I'm fairly certain it's just about this distance away. How? How did every shot miss? Look at this. How? How did every shot miss? That's what I really don't understand. There was a clear pattern of it diverging around the legs of the butcher. Like, she didn't have the accuracy to miss that accurately. How? This is... Right, kill stuff. Our shots ending up there and there. I'm submitting this as a bug report. Like, I'm going to wrap up this stream. I'm going to take the best clip of any of this, and I am submitting it as a bug report to DE. I don't care that they are not around to fix things right now. It is going onto their list. And if there is a clip that includes me with zero sanity at all, then all the better. Because this is a bug. This is not just a bug. This is an insult. There was a clear pattern of intentional missing right there. It doesn't get any clearer. You can see the lines she's firing down specifically to avoid hitting. This is straight up, you are not allowed to use a sniper on your crewmate because they will find every way of hitting anything but the target. Just imagine the AI behind the crewmate mashing the primary fire button. They really are, aren't they? But intentionally sabotaging me here. Like, yo, just go on strike if you hate me that much. What's going on with her head? What is that? What is that? What's going on here? Why is that all shimmery? Have you been veiled and I just can't tell? Is this a next-gen veil? I'm being sabotaged by Nama. Oh, sorry. Did your legs get tired? Yeah. If they could actually shoot with snipers, it'd be great. Yeah. I wouldn't even need headshots. Just go for body shots and still be fine. Although headshots would be preferable. Hell, they could set the number of headshots based on the combat skill of the crewmate. Headshots from 0% to 50% for the number of pips they have into their combat skill. That'd be great. This! Oh, and they're gone. Let's... Alright, look at the pattern. Look at that impressive pattern. They did everything they could to hit anything but their target. The entire squad has survived. Every single one of them. All of them have survived. And yet you give them an AoE weapon and they wipe out the entire goddamn room. And this is why AoE is used so much. I don't know what we were supposed to learn here, chat. Honestly, I have no idea what we were supposed to be learning at this point. We've gone far beyond any of that. We know that they don't use ribbons. But the galvanized mods, there's just no checking it, is there? Trying to think how we can test this otherwise then. Let me think. I need an explosive weapon with a forced proc that they can equip. Explosive weapon, forced proc. That's what I need. Zacti, is that an explosive weapon and force proc? Chaka? Not quite the explosive I'm looking for, Wolvens. And also, if I have another repeat of this accuracy bullshit with the Shaka, I will lose my mind. So I'm going to take a pass on that one. Zara for force proc? Surely not. There's no way the Zara has a forced proc as well. Deals primarily Kuba Zara information. Zara doesn't have forced proc, no? Okay. Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing. Even when searching. Alright, so no, Tsar's not the option. Bastilla? Bastilla? I mean, Astilla? It's like, no, we have Astilla. Don't know if that'll be accurate enough. Even if it has a force proc, the stage chance of weapon be able to sometimes add another proc to throw things off. That's what I'm thinking, Grumpy Pants, is that if I can get a force proc that's different to the damage type of the weapon, then I can verify it that way. Epitaph. Ooh, would they use it? Would they use the Epitaph? Hold on. Would they use the Epitaph? Because if they do, can we get this to work? Forming Force Impact. Yeah, we could do that. I'll put the Foreman on the back burner for now, but that's a very good shout, Crown Ladybug. I want to double check on this here. Okay, Quick Shot Radial doesn't have gold. Yeah, so this will work. This will work. Actually, no, I'm going to go for the Foreman one because looking at it, I don't want to have to break one of my builds. So we'll use the Foreman. We'll use the Foreman. This will be fine because I have a testing Foreman. So for anyone who wonders why I have a testing Foreman, now you see. This is why. So this will work because the Foreman primary shot has force impact and also it's accurate enough. This can't go wrong. Probably. Deity, it's not so much about the 100% stage chance, it's trying to eke out what's going on. Now, the point is actually... yeah, there's still going to have a lot of impact to it. No, actually, no. Epitaph is the better shout. Epitaph is the better shout. But because I don't want to break any of my builds, I'm just going to spend the 10 plat. Whatever. Whatever. Still want to hit the subscribe button to make it worth it, I don't know. Right, oh, it starts off with 110% multi-shot, just to make my life even more difficult. Are you kidding me? So here's why this is a problem, chat. Is because that means that it's already got the opportunity to fire 3 shots. So I need to get it high enough that it then hits 4 shots, but cold procs don't go up to 10. Shit. Moose RL, thank you very much for subscribing with tier 1. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to the channel proper, my dude. Huh. Enjoy your lovely blue badge. Your access to the Sport T100 free viewing here on Twitch and your brand new emotes to go all with it. Thank you very much, dude. Appreciate it. Alright, no. Yeah, 100% is going to be the best way to do this. Something with 100%. It's just going to be better. Do I have something with a pure element which I can get 100%? Say this chat 24%. We come full circle. Someone said the envoy earlier. Alright. What is this build? You know what? I don't care enough about this build. This build's gone. There we are. Build's gone. Right, so this is going to have innate viral on the radial. Because we've already confirmed that the progenitor happens. So it has innate viral. So I want to get that status higher. 43, 64, 79, 93.6. Oh, can I get just a little bit more, please? Just a little bit more. No? No. No, I can't. Okay. Bowls. Okay, maybe this... Because 6.4% chance of not proccing status is quite a bit. 6.4 is quite a bit. Also, I've got double virals. Do damage types actually matter in this test? It makes it easier. What else can I go about this then? What else can I do here? No, yeah, let's bring in the thermite rounds. Sod it. I need to go higher than that. Not that high. Oh, God. All right, let's do that and that. 100.8. 100.8. That's as close as we're going to get. That'll do. That'll do. This gives us heat viral on both parts. So we should be expecting 2 procs per shot anyway. Which then, with the multi-shot added in... Oh, God. With the multi-shot added in, we'll either get 2 procs or 4 procs. And we want to get to the point where we can identify when they actually land 6 procs. Ah. Blisker will shoot arrows, you can see. Alright, we'll try Blisker afterwards. We're already working on this one. Not being able to see the NPC damage is really making this painful. No. No. I'm going a different route. Whatever route can we go? I want heat. Let's see. What do we have that's pure heat? That isn't the Ignis. I need something slower but pure heat. Spirex? Spirex not pure heat, is it? No, it's a lot of heat. Don't get me wrong, but it's not pure heat. Cyclone is a laser beam. Can't use that. Oh, come on. And pure electric will work as well, but there's the risk of procs timing out, throwing up the ability to keep a tab on it. That's why I want the pure heat. Pure heat just keeps scaling and scaling and scaling. Oh, I do have a Kuvaton core. Oh, I thought I didn't have one. Ah, never mind. Don't know why I thought I didn't. Can I search for heat? Don't think I can. Oh. Is this showing everything for heat? Okay. That's not going to work. Shadow damage. Oh. Ooh. Wait, it's an arm cannon. Can they use arm cannons? Someone tell me right now. Check. I'm just gonna go check. Please, just use the shadow. Can't you? Oh, for crying out loud! No. Why is this so much of a goddamn pain in the ass to check? All I want is to be able to shoot a level 1 enemy and then demonstrate they got the bonus or not. The Atmos, beam weapon. Too rapid a fire for me to be able to properly verify what's going on. Too rapid fire. Annoyingly. I've forgotten what I was going. Dry dock. Yeah, I just want to know for absolute certain before I just completely lose all sanity. I'm really at my wit's end on this one. I've even got to what the name of it was. Shadow. Yeah, no, okay. Cool, fair enough. I hate this game. Alright, let's go back. Someone said Ballistica. Alright then, I got Ballistica Prime. That'll do. Let's try that one then. Ballistica frickin' Prime, what can you do for me? What are we testing? Still on the same stuff. Still on the same stuff as we were a while ago. Moose, I won't accept working as intended as an acceptable answer. If an NPC crew we summon in has a sniper rifle and cannot hit a level 1 butcher in front of them for the entire 3 minutes, that's a bug. I don't care what anyone wants to say on that, that's a bug. That's not working as intended. Right, let's see how this works out, I guess. Would Varuna's sniper rifle work on a crewmate, or would it be a bad idea? Well, they won't scope with it. They won't go for headshots. They won't get the headshot bonuses or anything like that. So probably a bad idea overall, Blind Guy. It is perfectly accurate, so maybe that'll be okay. But otherwise, yeah, terrible idea. Alright, yeah. I mean, if it doesn't use the galvanized mods, I won't be reporting that as a bug. That's just intended whatever-y. That wouldn't be considered a bug. That's a feature. Right, okay, so let's see how this looks and then how we can verify it and all that usual stuff. You guys know the stuff at this point. Yeah, no, the NPC crews do not aim with their guns, Blind Guy. They don't aim. So we can't guarantee shit from them. Alright, how's this gonna look? Who the hell said I can see the shots? How many shots is that firing? This is terrible. That's absolutely goddamn terrible. Whose suggestion was that one? Racked any better? I to doubt it. Oh, fuck off. No. No, absolutely no way I'm following up with that one. Because, again, NPC crew's not going to fire one shot and then let me carefully go through and count every shot they just fired. Not a chance. Not a bloody chance. What have we got left that we can use? It's just... I mean... Or a syndicate weapon that's not hit scan? Why a syndicate weapon specifically? What's good about a syndicate weapon, Moon? What makes a syndicate weapon better than just looking for a specific weapon that will work for the circumstances we're trying to face? Because we can't get them to verify damage, because it's just impossible to tease apart everything that's happening with their damage. It's just not. We can't tease apart crits on headshot because they don't aim, so they just won't get the bonus. And we can't get them to help us with regards to using the shotgun range mod because trying to verify exactly what's going on with that is just not happening either. This one is really throwing me. Might have it. Chat, I might have it. Maybe. No, never mind. That's a stupid idea. Never mind. Moving past that. Too complicated. I'm moving on. I'm just not even going to stick with that one. Hey, I've got the basic blinks. Why do I have the basic blinks? Whatever. Cash Moon, Heat, Impact, Hard Miss. Yeah. If I go back with the Foreman idea again. We've never actually tried the Foreman one. Never actually tried the testing Foreman one. Garage Chamber. Look for the guaranteed impacts. I remember there was the issue with that, but you know, we can try and get around that. I'm going to give it all the elemental damage. Just loads of elemental to try and skip past that. Go with that, and I want to increase the status chance. Oh, if I go... Actually, if I go red viral, I can put heat. Ah, that'll do close enough. Yeah, that'll do close enough. Cold rad, yeah. That'll do close enough. So that gets it to the point where we've got very little impact on very little status, so we shouldn't proc impact often at all, except from the actual hit. In fact, if we do the math on that one, we've got 16% status chance. And then we're going to multiply that by the 100 that we have impact, and divide it... multiply by 100. And divide it by the sum of all the other damage types, including impact. So 100 impact, 825 cold, 1300 radiation. Gives us a 0.7% chance of proccing impact from a normal status chance. That should do it. That should do it. Do I have a calculator at hand? Of course I have a calculator at hand. I'm a massive freaking nerd. Why would I not have a calculator at hand? So, 0.7%? Something like that. Less than 1% chance of proccing impact per shot. Should be okay. My computer's a calculator? My computer's a lot more than a calculator. Come on now. However, I've got screens filled with all kinds of stuff going on, one of which is Warframe, and I have a calculator right there, so, you know. Besides, I've owned this calculator for, oh shit, 18 years, you know? It's doing good. This this calculator might be older than some of the people watching the stream. Oh my god. Oh, wow, that hits you like a freight train. Okay. Let's not dwell on that one. Yikes. I have had the same calculator for 18 years. I just even got the same scribbles from a mate in year 7 who just, I don't know what even code he was writing down. Random letters. I'd say you're old about saying you're old. I'm not that old. I'm only 29. I'm not that old. So, once we get into the dry dock, I'll fair do, Jazo. Just don't use this build. This is a testing build. Don't copy this build. You thought I was younger? Yeah. Most people, they see me and they think I'm younger. They hear me, they think I'm older. On average, people get it right. If you hear what I have to say and see me, you kind of put it together and get close to my age. But, yeah. Most people who come across just my written word definitely put me older. Which is a thing. Just a thing. Alright, full min. Full min. Okay, cool. Excellent, that tells me which one I'm using. It's the one that's not equipped on Bulb. Make sure... No. Okay. Governor's Chamber, Stormbringer, Hellfire, Cry rounds. Yep, that's the one we need. Hey, Grilla, no. No, we won't be having that. Older generation were not smarter by any means. Believe me, I've interacted with plenty of them. No. Every generation has the same amount of idiots. There is no change in that. I can tell you with absolute certainty. Alright then. Let's try this out. So, the theory on how this should all come down is that I'm going to get the crewmate in. They're going to kill some of the basic enemies here. I'll get the stacks, if stacks can even happen. I'll bring in the big Gok stand, and then we'll be able to see how much happens. So, start with this guy coming in. Absolute methodical killing. They missed one shot. Don't know how they did that. They also fired 7 shots to the foreman. Don't know how they did that. But we gloss over those details. We gloss over those. We get rid of the butcher. We set this up to maximum level. And let's see how many impact procs we get. They fly in. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. But I think they got out of range there. Okay, that's cool, that's cool, that's cool. Stand back, stand back, stand back, stand back, stand back. There's only 2 at a time. Okay, get ourselves back in close again. Nice and close, that's it, good. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, only 2 at a time, only 2 at a time. I don't know what timer will be on the galvanized mod by now, but that's fine. And again, please. 6, 8, 8, 9, 10. Okay, yeah, they're not quite close enough. The force procs, which is really making this annoying. At this point, I don't know what stacks they'll be on, if they can even have stacks. It's not looking likely on the stacks, but we have to keep testing. I want to be freaking certain if I can. Simulate. Actually, these butchers might be a bit too strong. Whoops. Never mind! They're just one shot in the butchers. Okie dokie. I think we're about to finish off proof on this one here. Getting nice and close. Yeah, that was a single proc. Out of that range. Shouldn't happen. unless they did not get a multi-shot proc. And the only way to not get a multi-shot proc is if they did not have any stacks. So I can now say with certainty, absolute, unequivocal, however you're supposed to pronounce that word, I never like that word, absolute certainty. But no, the galvanized mods do not do anything. They give them the base stats, but not the stacks. 100%. You're not in range. You are. I like that little pause though. It's as if they're just stop a moment just to check over their own shots. Did I get him? No? Okay, let me keep going. Do they not reload? They don't reload. No, no, no. Sometimes these guys, they just don't see a reason to have to reload the foreman. They just kind of keep going. Oh. Now they're reloading. They're going to take 7 minutes to reload it now. They've got this ultra magazine and then it just has to go through 7 minutes of recharge. That's what it is. Yeah, totes. Alright. God damn it, this has been an ordeal. This has really been an ordeal to verify, to my satisfaction, all of that. Was it Foreman running on battery? Oh yeah, the Foreman runs on battery. Like that. And then sound and recharge. Yeah, but crew don't like that. They don't care. Yeah, Grumpans, it's clearly a sniper thingy. It's clearly a sniper issue. I'll pass it along to D and they can make it where NPC crew can actually hit things. I don't know if they'll even address it, to be honest. Let's face it, there are plenty of things they haven't addressed for a very long time. But what we do know now, for certain, is that NPC crew operate in a similar fashion to a lot of other things in that they do not use the Riven mod and they do not use the Galvanized mods. Now, it's curious to me. This still leaves an element of curiosity. The fact that they don't use Riven mods. Because others do. Like if I grab the... Let's see, I don't have a suitable Riven here. Let me grab... What was it? The Diplos? The Diplos I have modded with a Riven, didn't I? Yeah, Riven there for electric, creating radiation. So if I equip that for Wukong, we'll see if the Wukong uses a Riven. Or alternatively, it'll just do heat. Let's give that a whirl. Just very quickly, I want to see, does the Wukong use the Riven? Which it should, I would assume. Have we been missing that this entire time? Because if they use it, why don't the crew? Because that definitely changes the builds we want to use. Because there are Rivens for Sentinel weapons, so they use Rivens. Their own Rivens. I don't know. Let's verify. Always a thing to do when you're not sure. Verify. And we are hitting them with radiation. So it is using the Riven. And my own ammo. That burns out as well. Alright, so the Wukong uses the Riven. Companions, Sentinels, they use their own Rivens. But NPC crew do not use your Riven when spawned in. Why is crew so shit and confusing? Oh, crew are good when you give them appropriate weapons, which I'm going to go fix now, by the way. Crew are good with appropriate weapons. They're just not good when you give them the wrong thing. Let's just put it that way. Fast track. Oh, why is there not a dry dock on every... So if you load down into the simulacrum without going to a dry dock enabled relay, you can load into a relay which does not have a dry dock, and then you have to go around this whole stupid process. Once again, for God's sake. What would be nice is if DE made things clear, because you have a modding screen for NPC crew. A modding screen. And all that you need on that modding screen is for it to just point out, these mods will not work. That's all they need to do. Just tell us what you code. Code isn't some nebulous thing that happens by chance. It's not written by an AI yet. Tell us what you code. Tell us that Varuna has guaranteed crits and guaranteed status procs rather than a status chance bonus. Tell us that these mods just don't work on NPC crew weapons. That's all I ask. Tell us. Don't we deserve that much? Don't we deserve just that much? Alright, so let's build this setup over there, but with the... Okay. Arcanes are also not going to work. I'm saying it now, Arcanes probably also just don't work. I'm not even testing that one, I'm done. I'm not. Crit delay, infected firestorm, firestorm, infected clip. I should probably go there. What does it? I don't know. Oh, it goes there. Alright, cool. Don't know why it goes there, but it goes there. Is this toxin base? Huh. Is using a toxin czar. Fair enough then. With Prime Bane of Grenier. I don't know what I was playing at, but you know what? I'm not going to question it. Let's just build what I had before and call it a day. That goes onto there, and then we've got remaining over here. Vigilante Fervor and Vital Sense. Vigilante Fervor and Vital Sense. Oh, I can put on a better Fervor, of course, yeah. It's not got the crazy mods. Well then, that should work. King of Goblins say, if you could understand Warframe, there'd be no way for good players to differentiate themselves from casuals. Oh yeah, sure there would. The ability to actually put together the things which are put in front of you. Knowing that Varuna gives you guaranteed crits on melee weapons doesn't tell you how to play the game. It tells you how the game is playable, so then you can make the decisions. That's what a game is. I've covered this before now. A game is about players making decisions. But if you're not given the information on those decisions, then that's a problem. That'd be like someone explains to you how Monopoly works. You get part of the way through, you roll a double, you're going around, you roll another double, you're going further around, oh my god, this is great, I'm going so far around the board. You roll another double, you go to jail. What do you mean I go to jail? No one told me this. Wait, why would it take me to jail? Because the rule was hidden from you. That would be considered stupid and bullshit. Everyone would rightly flip tables over that. Also, why do I have some random scrap? Let me just get rid of this. I'm easily distracted. Part of the reason I have one video a week and not two. It'd probably put me out of at least half my job. I know. It's easy to complain, but also it'd probably be problematic. But on that flip side, Gorilla, I would just have to adapt. What realistically do we think would be better? One person having to figure out a different type of content to create, or everyone who plays Warframe having to constantly smash their head against the wall of trying to understand how the hell the game works? I'd take one for the team, honestly. I'd take one for the team. I'd figure out a different way of producing content. Because yeah, this game has enough complexity when you know what's going on. It's the stuff just being straight up hidden or wrong all over the place. Oh, it's just not necessary, please. I ain't gonna make a video about all the different things which are wrong, but you know, there's quite a bit. There's quite a bit. We've all encountered our own fair shares. Some of us probably more than others. There we are. Right, so I fixed up the NPC crew. Haven't messed up with any of the weapon builds I care about. I've got a couple now ranked up ribbons, so that's a thing. We've learnt a bit about modding for NPC crews. That's just a thing. Is there anything I've missed for you guys on this here, chat? Anything I've missed in this entire category of stuff? See, it seems where we are time-wise. that you'd like me to wrap up, go over, clarify, or otherwise deal with? I'm just saying, never played a game Monopoly that didn't end with the table being flipped? Wow. Those are people with anger management issues. I played plenty of games of Monopoly which did not end with the table being flipped. It's called understanding when it's time to stop, that you've lost, and not crying about it. Okay, Moon, what stacks? What question are you asking there, Moon? Because I think I've answered it, but I might be able to re-answer it if you missed the answer. So, do you want to give me a full question rather than stacks? I'll probably be able to answer that one. What was the endpoint of NPCs using stacks? They don't. The stacks don't accrue, Moon. The stacks just don't accrue. The verification at the end there was that the Fullman, despite being modded, that it should have multiple guaranteed impact procs. Instead, it only did a single impact proc, which showed that only one shot was being fired, rather than 2 or more. Guaranteed that even though it had gotten kills, it was still not getting the extra multi-shot in. Fully verified. Secret is don't play Monopoly. Monopoly sucks. Monopoly is pretty poor. As far as board games go, it is simple, and it is pretty poor. But that's because it's designed to end badly, actually. It's literally designed to end badly because it showcases a rather political issue, frankly. The whole point is that you either get a set or you lose. If you get a set, you may win, unless someone else has a set, in which case you lose. That's it. That's Monopoly. Get a set or lose. If you've got a set, excellent. Now your threat is just the other people with sets. Keep investing in your set so that they run out of money before you do. Job done. That's Monopoly. That's the start, middle, and end of it. It's not a great game because once the properties are bought, your only choice is to either already have a set or hope that you can convince other people out of the kindness of their hearts to give you a set. And they shouldn't. When we get from an NPC to Monopoly in 5 minutes, because Scar Cup 1, you said it's in 5 minutes, so that's when. 2, conversations adapt. Just honest to Kendra, I've been looking for good content creator, and you're the one of the top 3 Warframe community. It's actually great because you explain things. Hence why I had to follow. Don't regret being here. Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Top 3? Top 3? Only top 3? And this harkens back to an earlier point. Clearly, I'm not quite there yet. I have to keep going. I have to keep going. More to do. More to do. I only really know you in Brozine. Yeah, fair. I mean, there's plenty of creators out there. I think, I don't know. They must have announced by now. I'm going to check something real quick, chat. Just on the off chance who and what I'm thinking of hasn't said what I'm thinking of. So I'm just going to do this real quickly. Bear with me off screen. Oh god, that's horrible. I don't like that. Come on, give me verification. Okay, no verification there. So either they've not talked about it on this channel that I'm looking at, or they haven't talked about it yet, so I can't talk about that. Never mind. Damn it. I was going to reference something, but I can't. That entire conversation is moot. That is wasted time. Sorry on that. Okay, Goblin say, if you want to replicate capitalism, make people start one at a time, 30 minutes in between. Oof. Wow. Okay, let's not get too political right now. Let's not. Maybe or maybe not, Dacio. Multipoint, not my secret to break, so if it's not a secret, oh well, whatever, I'm being cautious over nothing, but I would rather be cautiously... I'd rather be overly cautious than ruin someone's day. Let's put it that way. So, I know something that might not be public knowledge, and that's why I'm holding on to it. There are knockoff versions of Monopoly that feature forced acquisition. I do mean forced acquisition. Because, like, the default rules of Monopoly, if you land on an unowned property, either you buy it or it goes up for auction. That's the rule. You can't just skip it over. You can't go, oh, no, I don't want that one. I'll just leave it there. No. Either you own it or someone else is about to own it at a discount, probably. You can buy people's property? Oh, wow, now that's bullcrap. Yeah, no. Forcibly buying someone else's property? What? No. That's not how that game's supposed to work. How would that even work out? That sounds stupid. At that point, just play a different game. Frankly. There are vastly better board games out there than Monopoly. Just play a different game. Seriously. Play a game that is not so RNG based. Just stop. Find a game where you can make intelligent decisions. Like chess? Well, chess is one option. Very cerebral. That's like the opposite end of the spectrum. But it's better. Yeah, chess is better than Monopoly. I will say that outright. It is a better game than Monopoly. Monopoly is more accessible, but chess is better. Yeah, 100% on that one. I remembered I've not done the format. There we are, let's do the format. Also, I finally got into building a Styanax. I can finally subsume him. After all this time, I can finally put a Styanax into the Helmim system. It's been a while. It's been a while to get to that point, chat. My god. Alrighty. I suppose we can go and finish up some relics. Let's close off the tabs here. Who wants to join in for some relics? I'm going to make a loadout before I jump into relics. Send me a message in game if you want to be part of that. Preferably someone whose game can load, you know. Me? That's not how you do it, Aishia. You know that. Exclamation mark join. How did the crewmate ribbon shenanigans go? NPC crew do not use ribbons and they do not gain stacks on galvanized mods. Max and Marge, come on in. Drop that. 7 on rage, come on in. Yeah, that's fine, goblins, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Once again, I've gone for 2 lasers and a disc of death. What about arcane stacks? I'm going to say no, Nick Daniels. I didn't test it specifically. Frankly, I don't want to. I don't want to. If you want to test it for yourself and get verifiable proof, go right ahead. And if you are not sure about how you'll get verifiable proof for it, welcome to my world. I'm going to skip that one. But given that the stacks would not gain from galvanized mods, I'm going to make the educated assumption no. But it is only an educated assumption, which in this game really only means half what it does in most other circumstances. Because this game is about as consistent as, well, a thing that's not very consistent. And if you feel like that was a terrible way to end it, that's because it's Warframe. That's the best we get. Let's go into... I haven't done Axie today, have we? Let's do Axie. Have I got any good Axies? Probably... well, Radiant down here, but it's saying that N10 is a very good one. What is an N10 when you're at home? N10 is Nidus. Why is that the valuable one? I've got a gift horse in the mouth. Let's use it. Let's use it. The fact that you can just tap crouch, you just kind of do this slide walk, it's still weird to me in this game. It just looks so wrong. So very... Why is it doing the host migration again? Who is it I'm just going to never invite back? Is it you, Sephiroth Rage? I think it's you, isn't it? I swear to God. Don't be host. I might just block you to make it easier. Why does this keep happening?
We need to clean this area.
Oh, and you've skipped the cinematic without me, so I'm waiting. Yep, they're host. Alright, yeah, I'm just not bringing them back. Problem child. God, that was just all manner of wrong. What even is this? Yeah, I know this didn't used to happen. I don't know why this has started happening, where you're just randomly given the host of a squad that I create. I don't get what's up with that. It really shouldn't be that way. But at some point, the game decided, yeah, nah, that's what we're doing now. I don't get it. It just one day decided it's to choose violence. Consistency in this game is about on par with, you know, just general time travel consistency in anything. There's almost no series that can get time travel correct, even by their own rules. They just fail. And in terms of the issues being created, this game's right up there for that consistency. Yeah. I suppose Swapper game decides that the other guy will be a way better host with players. I mean, we can only imagine that's what's happening. It's an interesting suggestion. It would be nice if it could just, you know, not do that when we make a pre-made squad and decide how we want things to be. Oh, hi, this guy's here. I just got to wait for him to do his mandated invulnerability stage, and then he dies. There we go. Dread Dispenser has once again dispensed his dread. That looks like... Did that say synthesis target? I don't know if that said synthesis target. But then Samaris hasn't sounded angry, so maybe it wasn't. It just survived a bit longer than I expected. Oh, I've just fallen off the map. There we go. Valkyrie's apparently the best piece. We'll take that. There we go. As I'm saying, at this point, my only expectation for time travel is not make it make sense, but make it interesting, play with some fun ideas. Yeah, I suppose. It pains me. It genuinely does. In anything sci-fi, be it time travel, be it universal hopping, whatever. It pains me when someone chooses sci-fi as their genre, they consider themselves a professional writer, and then they cannot stay within the rules they create for themselves. They just can't. Get something like, oh yeah, the laser beam has this much energy. Like, okay, cool. Right, we know what that works with. That laser beam can do this, but can't do that. We have a defined rule. Oh, the laser does this as well. You just said it can't do that. Yeah, but in this instance it can, and that's a problem for the protagonist. It's like you've invented a problem. You've created a problem against the own rules that you set up for yourself. Oh, hey, it's been a while. Hello, Wally. How you doing? One of the most glaring ones for me, in terms of... there's this one we're doing. In terms of clear failures to stick with what they wrote, actually comes from Inception. This might be a bit crazy. You might think, oh, come on, sure there's better things to pick on out there. Yeah, there's plenty. But Inception had done such a good job up to this point, which is why it pisses me off so much. It's such a good film. And then they mess it up. All the rest of the lead up is so good. The world building of the idea of it all. They nail so much in terms of hitting a sci-fi head. And then they mess it up. Here's the thing, chat. I don't know how many of you I've maybe ranted this to before, but I've said it a couple times. I know I've said it a couple times before. How many of you are familiar with the film Inception? To get us started on that. Are you all familiar with the film Inception? Don't have to memorize every plot line and whatnot, but you remember the film. Basic concept. You watched it when you were 11? Oh god. Thanks for making me feel old again, Zom. Thank you, appreciate it. God damn. So I've just managed to find another age check question. That's cool. Anyway. Yeah, I just realized it came out like 10-ish years ago. It's kind of bonkers. Anyway. Point is, Inception. In Inception, they established the idea of a kick. They established this in the start of the film. What they establish is that if for some reason you need to be woken up out of a dream sooner, they can employ a kick. How this works is that you are, for example, dunked into a bathtub, or your chair is tipped over. In some way, you are either dunked or shaken awake in the waking world to get you out of the dream. Okay? So bear that in mind. The dunking, the kick, happens in the waking world to wake up the sleeper. Then you get to the actual second part of the film, where they follow through with this. Okay? They've set this up, they've made it clear. They went so far as to have the plot point that they're using a very intense sedative to stabilize their triple-layered dream, but this sedative still allows you to feel the sense of falling, and therefore allows them to still use a kick. They make a point of this. They specifically call out the sedative being tailored for the kick. As soon as they enter into the city level, the first of the 3 levels of going through Fisher's mind, this is where they discover, oh shit, Fisher is trained, his projections are fighting back against us, we're not going to last the week. They call that out, okay? So how do they get out? How do they get out? Alright, Greta, thanks for coming along. You have a good one. But I'm going to drop the squad there. So it's all 3 of you. Thank you very much for joining along on those couple rags right there. How do they get out of the city? Because here's the thing. If they die, they go to limbo. If they try and wait out the week, they won't, they will die, so they will go to limbo. The other way to get out is to receive a kick, but the only way to receive a kick would be from the plane. Because to wake up from the dream, the kick needs to happen in the waking world above that dream. Moon, I'm talking about exactly that. You say they planned a multiple kick cascade to get out, but where would the kick be, Moon? Where would the kick be? They drive the van into the edge of the bridge, off the bridge even, creating that slam and falling sensation. That should wake up people in the hotel, the layer down. Funnily enough, that doesn't wake up Arthur, who is in the hotel. Even when the van does a big old roly-poly, that doesn't wake up Arthur, who is in the hotel. So that sense of falling being a kick actually doesn't work. For some reason, they don't use it. So not only do they not have the means to be woken up out of the city to save them from going gobbledygook, the kicks that they said should work are now suddenly not working in the film. And this failure of logic actually extends all the way down. Because in the hotel, Arthur sets up the lift to crash to create a kick, because he wants to create a kick without gravity. What that should do is create a kick in the hotel room to wake up the people on the level below, which is the ice hospital level. But he's not trying to use it for that purpose. He's trying to kick them up a level into the city, and that's not how the kick works. You kill yourself to wake upwards, you get a kick to be pulled upwards. And then you get down to the hospital level. In the hospital, they start setting up charges to destroy the hospital and collapse the floor beneath people. But that would be to wake up people with a kick from the level below. But there is no level below. There's limbo, but you don't get out of limbo through a kick. Limbo is gobbledygook land. So that's not the way out. And instead, destroying that hospital, collapsing that whole thing and everyone, would kill everyone in the hospital, which would send them to limbo. So really annoyingly, when you look at it, they set up this whole premise of a kick. They talk about it at length as to how it works. They use it multiple times over. And then when it comes to the actual heist, they get it the wrong way around. Which just makes no sense. Why spend all that time doing that world building, that simple bit of world building, simple but crucial bit? You can share dreams, you can be kicked out of them. There's a heist inception? Yeah, they go into the guy's mind. It's a reverse heist. Rather than stealing the information, they plant information. It's a reverse heist, yeah. That's the whole point of Inception. They incept the idea. They create the inception of the idea into someone in such a way that they believe it is their own. Anyway. How many people have had a dream within a dream? Well, I've had waking dreams, yeah. Basically dream within a dream, but it's more like a false awakening. But yeah. So that is all kind of a thing there. Now here's the most annoying bit, chat. This is where I get truly annoyed and why I put Inception as one of the number ones for these kinds of... Guys, seriously, learn how to write. Don't do sci-fi if you're not going to check your work. This is why it becomes such a problem for me. The simple question that never gets addressed, despite all the time they spend on all the world building, the simple question, as I say, that never gets addressed is how would the stewardesses or other crew on the plane know to wake up the dreamers from the city level to save them? How would they know they need to be saved? And that's pretty simple. They could work that in. A well-trained dreamer knows how to send basic signals to their sleeping body. Normally your body shuts down during sleep, but they can send a little signal such as a tapping of the hand. Something basic as a warning, as an information relay. They could have it where you learn 2 tap, we're good. 1 tap, mission objective good. Or 1 tap, mission good. 2 taps, we're finished. Lots of taps, get us out, get us out, get us out, get us out, get us out. Easy setup. And all of a sudden you now have an informational relay all the way up. They're just learning to tap, send that information. And so the whole point is, hold off, don't warn the stewardesses too soon. We need to get it at the right time. We'll warn everyone about when things are going to happen by hitting the bridge, you get that few seconds, and so on and so forth. Deep screeching work better for sleeping signals. It depends on how they wanted to write it. That's a detail to just be written in King of Goblins. My point is that in sci-fi writing, you set up your rules, and then you work within those rules. If you need a kick to get yourself out of a dream, you need to either have the people on the waking level know already that they need to wake you up, such as they're having an issue in the waking world, they need the dreamer back, which is what happened at the start of the film, or they need to be informed that there is a problem in the dream that they need to get you out of. All they need to do was create a signal. Instead, they moved the kicks down a level so that they no longer made sense. That is a writing failure. And I know I've ranted for far longer than it probably ever deserves on that, but I hope, with enough rants across enough time, it'll reach maybe someone somewhere at some point when writing something to check their work and go, oh yeah, you know what? That loophole I've created, that rule I created that I then just broke, let's maybe not do that. Let me try and think of a better way. Zootek Shark said, on the other side, his top tells him if he's in reality. How do you mean? I'm not sure exactly what you're calling out there. But yeah, it goes for fantasy, it goes for sci-fi, it goes for any story. If you establish rules, stick to the rules. Stick to the world you create. If you need to create a new explanation, a new rule, that's fine. But don't contradict what has already been created. Sci-fi is about breaking the rules from the modern day already in the stories. We can't share dreams. There is no device to allow us to share dreams. So that is a break from reality already. That's fine. They can establish breaks from reality, but don't break your own thing. Just don't do it. At that point, it's stupid. It's just not needed. Either don't write yourself into the position where you think it's necessary, or get smart enough where you realise it isn't necessary. Either way, just don't do it. Alright, I've ranted long enough. Shall we do a plat giveaway? I think we'll do a plat giveaway. I'm just going to close this one straight away today. I'm going to close that one straight away. So anyone who forgot to claim a ticket now has already just missed out. I know, horrible, aren't I? Everyone who's been in this stream for however long and forgotten that tickets are claimable, not today. You'll have to catch it on the next one, but you've had over 3 hours. Which means now. Oh, Grim Pants forgot. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. This one goes out to the people who are dedicated enough to recognize what's happening. Or just click exclamation mark raffle. Quick side, Jozo. Is there a Shadow vs. Bubonico YouTube video? Or is there no demand for it? It's not one I've done before now. If you've got a suggestion like that, best place is to pop it over onto the Discord into the suggestions forum. And if you see a suggestion you'd like over in that suggestion forum, give it a thumbs up so I know that you and others actually want to see that video. Because if I see an idea that has just 1 or 2 thumbs up on it, I'm getting a good idea. Most people don't actually want it. They don't care enough. But if it's got a load of thumbs up, then yeah, I'm more likely to actually cover it. So that's the best place for that, Jzo. Alright, but today though, I've already closed it, so let's see. The winner of the Platinum giveaway after that long ass run from me is... Did that double click? That double clicked. I'm very sorry, that shouldn't have double clicked. Xavius is the one that actually came up first there. Kraken's Yard, I'm very sorry, I accidentally double clicked. It was only meant to click once, but the first name drawn was indeed Xavius. So Xavius, congratulations, you are the winner today of the Platinum giveaway. With that, I'll just be contacting you here on Twitch in the next few minutes to get a hold of your Warframe username and platform, and we'll get that sent on over to you, Xavius. Congratulations on that one there. For everyone else, thank you very, very much for joining in on the last stream before Christmas. As I said, I won't be streaming on Sunday because it is Christmas. I will be spending that time with my family, so tough, they come first. Deal with it. But I will be back on the normal streaming schedule after that. For now, we need to see about who we can raid on over to, though. Where can we send this wonderful community, eh? Hopefully someone who is not in a ranting mood, because you've probably had enough of that from me today. You probably had more than your fill of someone ranting about Warframe and videos and the whole lot. So, who can we raid today? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. In fact, you know what? I think we've been to them recently. I think we went to them pretty recently. Let me check. Not that recently. Let's see. 9 days ago. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do it again. We're going to Kodoma. We're going to Kodoma. It was only 9 days ago, but we can go again. That was nice. There we are. The raid is up and running. So thank you very much for joining in today, all of y'all. I do hope you have yourselves a very Merry Christmas. Or if you don't, if Christmas just isn't your thing, you don't spend time celebrating it, that's absolutely fine as well. I hope you have yourself a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next week. Until then, that's all from me. Bye-bye.